Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead,
right here, right now.
subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
What's up, everybody? I hit the mute button by accident. How y'all doing today out there, man? This is Primetime Talk with Coach Hayes on the Coach Be Coach podcast. Oh, boy, do we got a lot to talk about and a little bit of time to talk about it. Shedeur Sanders has now been named quarterback 2 for the Cleveland Browns due to the fact that Joe Flacco has been traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. That's a lot to talk about. Also, the Colorado Buffaloes, they must find a win. They have to find a way to win. Right now, they're currently 2-4. It's rough for them right now. You know, Coach Prime had his press conference. He talked about it. We're going to get into that. But before we go ahead and get started, let me check out the roll call. I know anything and everything is everything in here. Doing his thing. Coach, you need to call this Loser Tuesday show. Oh, that's terrible work. Let me see. You got a bunch of them. Amanda, let's go, Coach. Shout out to everybody. Black Butterfly. This Negro ain't never on time. Boy, I tell you, boy, y'all tough on Coach. Coach, stay off other panels if you're going to be late to your own, sir. Thanks, management. I'm loving that part. There we go. Ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Ice. I hope you call in. Last time you called in, man, it was a family affair. Call on in, man. Hey, I love the family. They can get on in here too, man. I love it, man. Have them call on in on the show a little bit later. Got me a big cup for today's show because it's finna go down. But anyway, how everybody doing here, man? Been a lot going on. We got a lot of stuff going on. Everybody keep talking about more Canes, but we're going to see what's up here. Let me check this chat right quick. Let it build up. Butterfly, you got to call in tonight, Butterfly. I ain't talked to you in a long time. And that's Butterfly 88, not Black Butterfly. Black Butterfly, you call in too. Skinny 305. I just want to say, rip Kyren Lacy, the news. Yeah, that whole Kyren Lacy situation is crazy. If you don't know, played for LSU. Apparently was not in a car accident that ended up killing a older gentleman. And the video footage is now coming out. I don't know all of the details, but something he was 70, 75 yards away from the accident. They try to say he created it because people had to swerve around him, all kind of stuff. Cop was caught on camera telling people what to write in statements. I don't want to speculate because I didn't really dive deep into it. But that's unfortunate. And for people that don't know, Kyren Lacy ended up taking his own life. And it's just a sad situation. It's a very sad situation. And whatever comes out of this, I hope who's responsible would receive whatever penalty Kyren Lacy was supposed to be facing. Whether it's that cop, whatever the case may be. But it goes to show you, too, the mental state of a lot of people. We look at these football players and we think they're gladiators and they're not human beings. They're just a number out there running around like a robot. But they're real people. That young man was facing some serious time. And imagine facing some serious time like that. Basically, already guilty, in the eyes of everybody. And you about to go to jail for something you did not do. And he just couldn't handle it, unfortunately. So, with that being said, definitely you guys can look into it, check it out. Very unfortunate situation. But thank you, Skinny, for the $4.99. Thank you, my brother. Wow, with the shade. Well, LMV, there go LMV, the producer off in here. LMVP, Daniel Berry. Happy Tuesday, everybody. What's going on? All right. All right, we got the roll call out the way. Let's go and get into the Cleveland news first. Let's go ahead and knock this out because I already know that's where the show is going, but that's what it is. I think Colorado on a downstroke right now. People jumping ship. But, Coach, here, I'm no quitter. I'm at least stay to the end of the season. I'm like Walmart. If your product ain't selling off the shelf, it's going to come off the shelf. So that's what it is. But anyway, there's been a lot of talk about Shedeur Sanders at Cleveland from the time in which he got drafted to what round he got drafted in, collusion by the NFL, the Cleveland Browns, this, that, and the other. I've said my piece about it. I think the Cleveland Brown organization is the most dysfunctional organization in any professional sport. I said that prior to him being drafted there. When he got drafted there, I really felt like they are a program that's just doomed to hell. I don't know another way to say it. And with all that being said about Shedeur Sanders, you know, they ended up with what? 6 quarterbacks on the roster. You had Deshaun Watson, who was kind of inactive. They brought in Joe Flacco. They brought in Kenny Pickett. They drafted Dylan Gabriel. They drafted Shedeur Sanders, and then they brought in Tyler Huntley. 6 quarterbacks. And now all of that down. Tyler Huntley is now gone, right? It's like a movie. Tyler Huntley is gone. Kenny Pickett left, went to the Raiders. Deshaun Watson still sitting out there somewhere in his ankle. Joe Flacco is going to Cincinnati. And now there's 2. You ended up with 2 rookie quarterbacks. I would have rather, this is just me, I would rather you drafted the 2 quarterbacks and then brought in Tyler Huntley as the 3rd backup. Let the 2 rookies duke it out. Call it a day. Tyler Huntley's not a bad backup. Literally, the guy signed on Monday or Wednesday, played in the game on like Thursday or Friday, scored a touchdown. But again, we're talking about a dysfunctional organization. And the biggest problem is we're trying to rationalize irrational behavior. And I think that's where the problem is. I know there's a lot of shows out here that think they're going to talk the Cleveland Browns into doing something different. And where the biggest mistake, I believe, is people thought because they got Shedeur, they were going to do the right thing. They haven't done the right thing in 30 quarterbacks. In 30 quarterbacks, they haven't done the right thing. So when people thought because Shedeur got there, they were going to do the right thing, it's like Gator on Jungle Fever. Y'all remember Samuel Jackson? Thought he was going to do the right thing. And he went and borrowed his mama TV. And he's like, baby, where's my TV? I smoked the TV, mama. Because that's what he does. It's just that simple. So for people that's banging their head against the wall about Cleveland, that's why I really don't talk about it much, because they're consistently inconsistent. So you don't know what they're going to do. Now everybody's on this, oh my God, I was watching some channel, God got Shedeur. God better get Cleveland. He could be number 2 right now. Miraculously, Deshaun Watson come back in, he back to 3. I'm telling you, people crazy. People crazy. So, you know, I hope the best for Shedeur. I got a bet out there with Lil Bucket. I need to put him on the back of milk carton because he been missing. He bet me that Shedeur will be starting by the 7th game of the season for my left eyebrow. Well, that's actually my right eyebrow, my left eyebrow. Shout out to Ellen MVP, who's the true MVP. She put it in the Discord. I said week 8. I gave him an extra week. She tightened me up. That's what producers do. And guess what? There's really only 1 game left. Cleveland will be playing the Steelers. Dylan Gabriel started last week against the Vikings. They lost 21-17. Dylan Gabriel was 19 for 33, 190 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 19 for 33, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. They're getting ready to go play the Steelers this week coming up. And then Dylan Gabriel starts against the Dolphins. Now, as long as Dylan Gabriel play the first play, I win. But here's the flip to it. Here's the true and crazy flip to this. I want people to understand this. I've said this before. I was not betting against Shedeur Sanders. I was betting that the Cleveland Browns were going to Cleveland Brown. That's what I was betting. I was betting that the Cleveland Browns were going to go out there and Cleveland Brown, meaning just be all over the place. And that's exactly what they did. I think we made that bet back in April. Was it April, LMV? Beloved Sandworm, April. Who else has 6 quarterbacks on the roster? Bro, I don't know this place here, man. But anyway, I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it. Shedeur is now QB2. Does he start this year? Most definitely. When does he start? We don't know. Everybody think he need to start right now. Do you think they drafted Dillon Gabriel? He's been quarterback 2 all this time behind Joe Flacco. And then when people, I don't know, for whatever reason, lost their mind and thought because they moved, it doesn't work this way, y'all. Y'all thought Joe Flacco was here, Dillon Gabriel was here, Shedeur was 3rd. Okay. Well, when Joe Flacco got moved out the spot, you thought they were going to drop him to 3rd and everybody going, this ain't a lunch line. Y'all think it's the cafeteria? Where you go in the back of the line? It doesn't work that way. He just dropped and went here. Because people don't understand how this works. They don't understand how it works. Now that Joe Flacco is gone, of course, now by default, Shedeur Sanders is number 2, which I'm happy for. I hope he gets his opportunity, the second play of the Dolphin game. And I hope he lights it up. But I really want to say this. I hope he doesn't play until the last 6 games of the season. Why? Get there. Now you're starting to get some reps as number 2, which the number 2s don't get a lot of reps. I hope people understand that. For every 10 reps, they might get 2. But he's got to be prepared. Now, there were a lot of things that Shedeur went through over the past couple of weeks. You know, he made comments in regard to him being better than quarterbacks in the league. I'm paraphrasing. I don't think that really helped his case out much. Then Rex Ryan, former head coach, now a commentator, basically told him to be quiet, sit in the front of the room, get in your playbook and all that stuff. So Shedeur fires back by saying nothing, by mimicking or miming, not mimicking, but miming his responses. They asked him a question, and this is what he did. No, my mic is not on mute. This is exactly what he did. That didn't fare well. But everybody jumped on Rex Ryan. Okay, fair. I get it. But that didn't help. Then Coach Prime was asked about it today. He said he don't care about no doggone Brown. I mean, how many times you going to kick the organization? And this is the part that kills me. How many times are y'all going to kick the organization as crazy and dysfunctional as it is? You're kicking the people that gave you the opportunity. Like I think it's mind-blowing to me. Yes, they are crazy. They're dysfunctional. But now we're gonna down talk, ridicule, the organization that gave you a chance. Golly, Miss Pamela. Why you had to do me like that? Another coon channel? Golly. What if I said that's coonish? Miss Pamela? What, you thought I was gonna come over here and give you some joy smoke up your behind? You thought you was gonna feel good when you left here? It's a terrible organization. Miss Pamela. Off to be Watts. Hey man, tell them boys I said what's up. Off to you. Don't let the doorknob hit you or the good Lord split you. Because God got Shedeur. Get out of here, man. Anyway. See, that's the problem. They want people. This is not a feel-good channel. It's a football channel. If you want to feel good, go get a massage. If you want to be educated, have a football conversation, yeah, this is the channel for you. It's just that simple. Miss Pamela, I'd love for you to call in. I bet you won't. Because you don't want this work. You don't want to have a legitimate conversation. You just want somebody to make you feel good. But anyway, but again, I definitely think when Shedeur gets his opportunity, I hope he can maximize it. I really do. I think the kid can play. I've been saying that from the beginning, but there's still some things he has to learn. And the Cleveland Brown organization is not a very good one. I said this a long time ago. I hope he get out of there. I don't care if he get cut. Lexus got mad at me. Hey, Lexus, if you out there, she's probably not watching, but cut, traded. I wish they would have traded him to the Bengals instead of Joe Flacco. I really wish they would have cut him and sent him to, or not cut, but traded him to the Bengals. But anyway, like I said, when he gets his opportunity, I hope he can definitely maximize it. They're not very good on offense. They're not. They've got some pieces, some players, but they're a long way from being a decent organization. Shedeur, go prime, whoever listening, get out of there. Ask for a trade. And real quick, Motivated said he denied Baltimore. I mean, we could look at that hindsight when Lamar Jackson gets hurt. Oh, he would have been playing. Yeah, baby. I understand the thought process. I understand why they may have said what they said. Because to their point, you do want to have an opportunity to play. You do want to have an opportunity to go out there and showcase your talent. But again, I don't know if you had that leverage. We didn't know Lamar. They didn't know, to Prime's credit and to the Sanders family credit, they didn't know Lamar was going to get hurt. See, we can always connect the dots looking backwards. Can't connect them looking forward because you don't know what's going to happen. So when people are like, see, he should have went. Now, I'm not saying he could not have gone there. And here was the beauty of it. You go there, you learn a little bit, right? And guess what? You're on a better team. Everybody want to bring up Miami. Let's look at Cam Ward. They 0-4, getting their teeth kicked in. They just won the game. Them boys over there smiling. 1-4. 1-4. Everybody cheesing. Yeah. Look at the growing pains Trevor Lawrence went through going to Jacksonville. I don't think Trevor Lawrence lost a game in like 8 years. Some craziness like that. Maybe 2 games in 8 years. Some crazy. He go to Jacksonville, get his whole face knocked off. Because in the NFL, for those that don't know, maybe Miss Pamela doesn't know this, the worst team gets the first draft pick. Go ask Caleb Williams. He's with the Bears. How that's working out. But when you get drafted like that, you go into the worst team. Now, it's big money, don't get me wrong. But they're going to pay you a lot of money to get your head knocked off. And that's okay, too. But don't think you're the one guy. Like, oh, we were the worst team in the league because we just needed a quarterback. No. You're the worst team because you just needed a quarterback. You probably needed a D lineman, a DB, a wide receiver, a left tackle, a tight end, a safety. Trash. So, like I said, I'll go back to this and I'll move on to the Colorado. So, for Shedeur, you're getting second team now. I think everybody's happy. Everybody's good. Because they still trashing the coach. Oh, Kevin Stefanski, he going to screw Shedeur. Kevin Stefanski, he ain't going to protect Shedeur. Okay. All right. It's the NFL. It's football. I think Shedeur Sanders can play football. I know Shedeur Sanders can play football. He can throw football. Just not on a great team. So I don't know how much better the Cleveland Browns are going to be. I don't care who the quarterback is. I have to be very honest. You want to know why I know this? Go look at the list. 30 of them. 30 of them. Let's see if I can find a picture. So y'all, some of y'all don't know. Maybe Miss Pamela need to come see it. Let's see if I can find this picture here. Look at that. Golly, I couldn't even finish typing it up. Since Tim Couch, I brought this up before. Since Tim Couch, look at this on the screen, y'all. You've had Ty Detmer. Make it bigger. Tim Couch, you've had Ty Detmer, Wynn, Peterson, Holcomb, Garcia, McCown, Dilfer, Fry, Anderson, Dorsey, Quinn, Bradowski, McCoy, Delhomme, Wallace, Wheaton, Lewis, Campbell, Hoyer, Manziel, Shaw, McCown, Davis, Griffin III, Kessler, Kizzer, Hogan, Taylor, Mayfield, Keenum, Mullins, Brissett, Thompson, Robinson. Thompson. What's the Thompson name from UCLA? Walker, Flacco, Driscoll, Winston, Zappi. Let's bring back Flacco again. This jersey don't even have on there Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So I'm just saying. There's an uphill slide there. Terrible organization. God awful. And that was since 1999. That was since 1999, bro. That's how many quarterbacks they've been through. I'm just looking at this list right here. They're terrible. Let me put this one up here, and then we'll go on. Brown started quarterbacks in 1999, and it stops at 2015. Man, that's terrible. I don't even want to look at more of that stuff. That's foolish. Hold on one second, y'all. I apologize. I think I left the refrigerator open. Hold on. I did leave the refrigerator open. I was getting some cane juice. Sorry. And I didn't push it closed all the way. I heard it. I thought I heard something beeping. I apologize. We back in the business. Anyway. When I get back, slap myself. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I must slap myself. Let me go. Matter of fact, just for. Hold on. Just because I didn't. Ow! LMV, I left the refrigerator open because I was getting some cane juice. Say you need some cane juice. All right. Now let's get to the Cleveland. Let's get to Colorado. Colorado right now is in bad shape. Quarterback is not playing very good. I still think he's their best option to win. I did the good, bad, and ugly. Go check that out as well. where I break down all the good plays, bad plays, ugly plays. So you go check that out here on the YouTube channel. They're not very good team right now. They don't have the talent I think that people thought they were going to have. They don't have the playmakers like you had in a Shedeur, like you had in a Travis, like you had in a LaJohntay Wester, even a Jimmy Horn. Their linebacker core is hurting. Nakai Hill-Green is going on to Alabama. He was a big part of that middle piece. Silman Craig is gone. Travis Hunter on the defensive side is gone. I think there was a miscalculation in transfer portal and recruiting. I'll leave it at what it is. Y'all call in, we could talk about it. But when Coach Prime, I was listening to the press conference today, he's talking about we're right there. We're very close. You are. But you're very close on very mediocre teams. BYU is nowhere near the same caliber of team as they were the previous year. Houston, middle of the road. Georgia Tech, that was a close one. I'm not taking anything away from y'all. They had 3 turnovers. Y'all deserved it, but didn't pull it out. They played TCU. Even with the 3 interceptions, and a lot of people blame Caden Salter, as he deserves his blame. But even with the 3 interceptions in the first half, you went into the half 14-14. Think about this. Even with the 3 interceptions that he threw, you went into the game 14-14. I think the very first interception, they didn't even yield any points out of it. They missed the field goal. They have to find a way to win with lesser talent. And right now, that's where they're struggling. They're running the ball a lot more this season. I wish they would run it a lot more. They just don't have an explosive guy that has shown up yet. I'll put it that way. He may be there, but he hasn't shown up. There's not one time when I watch the game, and y'all be like, oh, you're so negative. Well, I'm just talking. When I watch them play, there's not one time when the ball goes in the air or a guy catches the ball, I'll be like, that's touchdown. Unlike Travis or even LaJohntay. Hell, even Jimmy Horn. When that ball goes in the air, you're like, ooh, he caught it. Good job. On defense, you praying for tackles. The corner play, it's atrocious. Unfortunately, Vickers, the corner, number 10, I believe, and Parks, number 3, they're not very good. They're just not, unfortunately, it's just what it is. They're not very good. And I brought this piece up. The first 3 losses they took, all 3 offenses were exactly the same. Georgia Tech, running quarterback, throw the ball, Haynes King, pounds the ball, they run it. He's a big part of the offense. They beat Delaware, they beat Wyoming. They go and play Houston, Connor Wakeman, same type of offense as Georgia Tech has, very similar. Everything goes through the quarterback. They play BYU with Bear Bachmeier, true freshman, wearing number 47 at quarterback. Same type of offense. They were giving up 400 yards of offense. Right? When I look at this game right here, TCU, they gave up 369 yards. I'm sorry, 343 yards. Nope, 369 yards. I apologize. Less than 100 yards rushing. But you have to remember, this wasn't TCU's MO. They're a throw the ball around the yard team. 275 yards passing. But this team was very even. They were very even in their breakdown. 20 first downs to 23. 9 for 14 on third down efficiency, 7 to 15. Total plays 65 to 68. Both teams allowed 2 sacks. Both teams punted 4 times. But the difference was fumbles lost. That was huge right there by the freshman, 15. If you go look at the good, bad, and ugly, I talk about coaching that. See, a lot of people want to blame that on freshmen, and it may be. I'm not saying it's not. But you have to coach bad punts. You can't just assume he knows what to do. You have to coach bad punts. Peter, 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 Peter. That's what you used to yell out. You hear Peter, scatter. Scatter. That's just a term they use. Peter, Peter, Peter. Everybody turn and run to the nearest sideline, get out of bounds, and he should be pointing at the landing spot of the ball. Right? He's pointing. So when people are looking at him, he knows it's this way, run that way. If he's pointing this way, run that way. If he's pointing straight, get away. And for people that's blaming the young man, 18, Mikael, the ball hit him in the shoulder, that ain't him. He down there blocking. It's probably like Miss Pamela or somebody. They don't know what they're talking about. They just on here regurgitating what they heard somewhere else. Four turnovers. It's hard to win with 4 turnovers. 4. Go ask Georgia. And this is why I tell you, when people say Georgia Tech game was so close, they gave up the ball first 3 possessions. Your numbers dropped significantly with all these turnovers, and you turned it over 4 times. Even with all those turnovers, time of possession, 31 minutes to 28 minutes. Very even game. But the turnover battle, you lose that, you lose. Let me open up the phone lines so you guys get in here and start chopping it up, talking. I know Gennaro, he wanted his name called, so go in and call in, bum. Like that, Gennaro? That was pretty good. Appreciate you, LMV, right here. The good, the bad, the ugly. She got it right here on the screen. I appreciate it. Oh, we got a caller already on the line? Fish on. We got one. Let me see. Who else we got here on the line? Emmett Jones. This is Heart of Sports. What's up, man? Praying for tackles is nasty work. That's true. We praying that they tackle somebody. If you watch a Colorado football game on defense, you're praying that they can stop the run. Tell me I'm lying. And if you're laughing, you know I'm telling the truth. We have a much improved offensive line. That's what Shedeur had. All we need is Juju. Y'all think y'all really want Juju to go out there? See, this is people that play video games. This is where people play video games. And then y'all will come up with a ton of excuses. I'll go back to Shedeur for a moment. He goes to Cleveland. He goes and plays next week. And it don't look good. Y'all gonna blame everybody else. They don't run the same plays for him like they ran for. I don't think y'all truly grasp. Law Dog, I see you, babe. I'm coming. Y'all don't know what it is to be a freshman playing quarterback. I know Gennaro probably in his mama's basement, drowning a goldfish, still playing Atari 2600, blowing on the cassette tape, trying to play it, screwing the back end with a butter knife, bending up his mama butter knife. Y'all know what I'm talking about, old school player. Rawhide, what's up, boy? Had a good conversation over there on Rawhide channel. Law Dog, you on the line? Talk some sense into me. How about that, Law? Talk to me, baby.
Cole, what it do, man?
Man, am I off or what? Am I on or am I off? Talk to me. Talk some sense into me.
Okay. Listen, I'll be honest. I really ain't got too much Colorado talk. I want to talk about them Canes, baby. I told you, Coach, heat-seeking missile. Coach had one getting low and out of there, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna respect the show,
Appreciate
and
it.
I'm gonna speak about Prime a little bit. But I say this, man. Hey, man, all blessings to Prime, man, and his surgery today, man. I hope it went swell. You know what I mean, for the player. You know what I mean, because I don't want to see him out the game.
He had surgery today. What did he have surgery on? I'm sorry. What? I heard he had surgery, but what did he have it on?
I ain't tuned in too tough on it. I just know he said he was having a little surgery. He wanted to get on that anesthesia.
Yeah,
he never smoked or drunk in his life, but he said he like to get on that. And so with that being said, I hope it went right for him.
That propofol serious now.
So
I'm trying to tell you that's that Michael Jackson stuff. That thing's serious, boy.
There you go. So I hope like I said, in all seriousness, I hope it went right for him. But I say this, as far as Colorado, Coach, remember I told you the O-line was gonna be all right now. You know what I mean? Remember I was telling you that. And so I just think what I don't understand about this year's team is that with the O-line they got, why they scheme is still what it is. I mean, like Kaden Salter is not that of a field general, bro. He's an option guy. You see what I'm saying? So I would put him in them situations to where it'd be a two-back. You know what I mean? And we running the read option with the option, attached to it. And we'll do some things where we take deep ball shots because, like I said, I like the receivers they got outside. Cause now I know you said they don't have a guy that when he throw it up, it's money. But I would argue that if he put it, with a I would say a deep ball with a Marion and Sincere Brown. I think I like the odds of that in certain situations. Now I'm not necessarily talking about where he got a over and under with a post and he's trying to make a field general type read. I'm just talking about off the run game. You know what I mean? You get in the various sets and hey, this is my one or two reads. I only got two. Other than that, I'll take off. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I would do with him because it's like you said, with those three turnovers, they were still right at it, trying to with an opportunity to win the game. And that's just about any game they played except for the Houston game. But like I said, I want to start at Ryan Staub anyway. So I feel like they could have had that game if they would have just stayed with Kaden Salter. So I just think they all out balanced, man. Prime, like I said, I don't understand it. What type of O-line you got, Coach? I'll be getting on the center a little bit, putting another lineman in the backfield, coming downhill at you, and then I'm coming with a little play action. Then I'm running tight sets and two backs, and just different sets where I'm to the advantage, and it's a smaller window of reads. That hollow concept they keep running when he roll out, he don't got that, Coach. He don't threw 2-3 picks the last two games on that same play.
True story.
To the same player, Omarion. He keep trying to get it to him on that route, and they keep picking it off. So I don't know why they keep going to that. I don't know what Pat Shermer's understanding of the game is. I don't know. You feel me? Because it's like Dallas Hayden come back and he running strong, and then he touch it no more. So I just don't know, who is advising this? Like, what's being said in that headset? You know what I mean? With the communication, and it's like every time after halftime, it's like it's a whole new ball game. It's like they restarted the game over. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. That's kind of off the cuff too, cause like I told you, I ain't really called to talk about them boys. I want to talk about them Canes, baby.
I hear you, but before we talk about the Cane, Dallin Hayden had 9 carries, 61 yards, 6.8 yards average. 6.8 yard average, dog. I'm just, I guess my whole thing,
to the ground, Coach.
Yeah, listen, bro, you done missed the first 4 games, 5 games, whatever it is.
Right.
It's makeup time. So, but they keep putting it in Kaden Salter's hands, to your point. And here's what I will say. A lot of people on those reads even try to blame Kaden Salter. I'm not trying to make an excuse. Maybe his fault. But a lot of coaches say, on this play, throw the ball to this player. Right? We've seen that. I've seen that. And I'm like, what sense does that make? But that's why they want it. Because you know what? Coaches fall in love with their playbook. Because when they're going to run this play, and on this play, that guy's going to be open. They think everything's going to be perfect. I'm not saying that's what happened at Colorado. I'm just talking about what coaches do.
Right.
And I guess when I look at Caden Salter, I didn't know he was this little sidearm thrower guy. I didn't know that. It actually irks me a little bit, right? It irks me because there's times you need to do it, times you don't, right?
Right.
And can I say something else, Law? You old lineman. Tell me why in the world they don't cut people? You can still do it. It's still legal. Why don't they cut people on the screen, bro? Just cut them. You ain't got a sidearm and act like you remember on the movie Wanted where they throw the bullet and man, the bullet carry around.
Yeah.
Bro, just cut that dude, throw the ball. If he can knock a ball down from getting cut and he's laying on the ground, he's still bat the ball down.
He the baddest.
Well, yeah, he the baddest dude on the land. We take that play out of the playbook, rip it out, throw it in the back, and let's run something else.
All right. Like I said, I don't know. Like I say, Coach, I don't understand when your O-line, Coach, they got a big O-line, one of the biggest ones in the nation.
Yeah.
And then your left tackle, he all world, and that's just per with the reporters and the statistics come back. They saying he grading out 97, best in the nation. In the nation. So I'm like, if you getting that, and you getting that, and y'all can't deliver the ball, y'all can't score more than 20, 28 points. It just don't make sense to me. You got all type of weapons at receiver. I'm talking about you got all, man, Coach, it's like going out there with a Lambo or a Rari. You know what I mean? Porsche. You got everything you need to make it happen. But I like I said, I just don't understand. I don't think the competition level and skill level from the G5 or G4 or whatever you want to call it to the Big 12 is that much, that far in the gap as it is with the Big 12 and the SEC. You know why? Because I say, well, from my experience, they compete for a lot of the same players. You know what I mean? I see the guy that got TCU in his bio go to Memphis. You know what I mean? Just Antoine Hill. Coach, I don't remember that kid.
Mm-hmm.
He was committed to Colorado. He go to Memphis. So it's like I see that a lot more often than not. You know what I mean? And then the game don't change as far as how people for the JUCO players in the regional areas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I lean towards coaching. I don't know what the coaching like. The coaching situation is flawed to me, and I lay that all at prime feet. But if it was me, man, Pat Shermer had to go, man. He got to roll.
Here's what I'll say before FPSD for the $2. He says, "You think Juju should have stayed in high school?" I'm gonna ask you that, Law. I saw it earlier, but I wasn't on that segment, so now I'm here with it. That's why I'm popping it up now. Here's what I'm gonna ask you though. You talked about coaching, and when all things are equal, meaning the players, when the talent level is in the same level, give or take a little bit. Now coaching does truly matter. I could give Nick Saban the Bad News Bears, and I go out there with the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have a chance. But with all things being level and equal, this is where coaching truly matters, right? And I say all that, Law, to say this. When I look at their defense and I really broke it down, and I'm looking at on the good, bad, and ugly, Colorado has two defenses that I've seen, just two. They play man, and they play this cover two. And it cover two it does not look good. I don't want to say it does not look good. It is guys, they spot dropping, which you could tell they're being taught that. Hurry up, get to the area, buzz to the flat, get to the curl area. This game is played, it has evolved so much and so fast, and these players are so much faster. They're getting on top of them before they can get to the area and turn around. And I'll say this, maybe I'm expecting too much, but from a guy like Robert Livingston, I'm not saying he doesn't know more football, but to only have two coverages that I can truly identify, like straight man, I guess you could call it 3, 0, 1, and 2. But for a guy to come out of the league, get stamped by Pac-Man Jones, been stamped by a couple of other people, Why do you think that situation is like? Why do you think the defense looks the way it does? Because right now people are just picking them apart because I think they know what they're doing.
I'm getting to you. Hey Cole, okay, I'm getting to you how I really feel about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, earlier I heard you speak on how the linebackers are struggling and the defensive backs are absolutely terrible, right? I would ask you, who are those coaches and what their names are? You see what I'm saying?
Ouch.
And you would probably tell me that's Coach Hart and Coach Flea, huh?
No,
right?
Flea is at
Not
Wyoming.
Coach Flea,
No.
not Flea, but Mathis.
Mathis.
Right?
I would say the receiver coach, yeah. I mean the receiver's dad,
Yep.
Mathis and Hart, yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Caleb Mathis' dad, right? And then you will also tell me you watched the film and you looked at it and you said, hey, them look like two coverages, two defenses. And so I would tell you, well, I think that's the problem there. I think Coach Livingston might be handcuffed a little bit. And why I say that is because when I look at Prime and some of his ability to make coaching decisions and understand things as a pure coach aspect, it get a little off kilter as far as like, why did he make that decision? Why is they doing that? And I'm just saying, if you can identify and the average fan can identify a coach, then I think it's a problem. Because it's like, we understand this game. We played it, you coached it because you lived this game. But I'm just saying, if the average fan understanding it and they looking at it and then they seeing it and they saying, hey, man, what's going on with them corners? Number 10 is terrible. But he still go out there. I mean, he go out there and it's a touchdown every time. Because, I mean, these boys,
they giving that boy. Can I tell you something, bro?
Touchdown.
Can I tell you something? Number 10 be getting the blues, boy. Listen, Law. On that touchdown when number 1 McAllister caught it with the one hand, and the way he fell down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bro, the way
too easy.
Bro, the way he fell down, it was just a go ball. Wasn't nothing pretty, wasn't no stop and go. Bro, but the way my man fell down, you remember when Zab Judah got knocked out and Cedric Entertainer say, don't ever play with matches. Bro, that's exactly how you look when he fell down. He got up like, don't ever play with matches.
It get even cold. It get even colder. You didn't even peep this, so this how disrespectful they how they doing Colorado. It's 4th and 6. They up 7.
And threw the grenade.
Man, he checked to it. He don't throw it at the sticks. He throw it in the end zone. Then if you hear the TV copy coach, he told him, run a sluggo. Just outright said it.
He just said it.
Yeah.
And that's what he ran.
Said it. And that's what he ran. For ball game? Come on, man. How is that happening? Coach, maybe a timeout or something, Coach? Something like it. Man, listen.
Did they have timeouts left? Did they have timeouts left?
I think Prime keep a couple timeouts in his back pocket, Coach. I gotta believe he has.
That's funny.
I don't know though. I could be me speaking, but if I'm thinking how I normally think, I'm sure Prime, he go to sleep with them timeout, Coach. You keep them with him. So I could be misspeaking, but I'm just saying, Coach, like, come on, man, put somebody over the top. Let's cloud it. Let's do something. Let's not just hand them the game. You feel me? You right there. So like I say, I just think it's coaching malpractice, man. When it's all said and done, man, I think Livingston may be a little handicapped, and I think it starts with Prime. Because I'm like, I seen somebody ask Prime, like, okay, Coach, y'all struggling, man. Why don't y'all just go to zone or switch it up? And his answer was kind of like one of those Prime's answers when he say something, but there's nothing to be said, so it's left for you to interpret what he might have meant. And then if you really push him on it, he said, I see what you see. So whatever that means.
So, hey, Law, it's funny you said. It's funny you said. I'm sorry, man. Real quick, I just had the comment up here and I lost it. Here he is. It said Robert Livingston using man coverage because it's easier to teach the other coaches. He never brought his own coaches. So, Coach Mac, aka Digital Roster. I see you got coaching now. I don't know, the football coach or whatever. I hear that. I understand that. At the end of the day, there's a lot of guys that bring in guys. Football is football. My terminology may change. These are adult coaches, right? Think about it. These Hall of Famers. That's what everybody wants. Gold jackets. Coach the coaches. That's what you have. But to your defense, I don't think it's a coach problem more than it is a player problem. coaching these guys. It takes time to understand the nuances. It's not hard to coach the coaches. It's harder to coach the players. Because coaches get football, right? Like, for example, I've never worked with Nick Saban. But I could get on the board with Nick Saban. He could show me his Rip Liz match. And he talked me through it, and I can understand it. No problem. Now it's me conveying what I saw on the board and what I learned on the board to the players, and the players then performing on the field. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Scotty, what's up, baby?
I ain't mad at what Digital Rasta said, Coach. That's kind of the way I'm leaning too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think them boys understand. Like, cause why? If you say you should watch the film, and you say what you could identify off the film you watch, and you do this for a living. So you a defensive guy. You're not an offensive guy. You a defensive guy. So you understand this thoroughly, and you know how it's supposed to look at its basic level.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so if it's not looking like that, if you saying cover two ain't got two over the top and two cover corners in the flat, what we talking about?
It just looks. It looks very elementary. Like they'll have. So I'm gonna show you what they're doing, and they've run some variants. You'll have a safety in the middle of the field. You'll have, say, like the strong safety here playing low. He'll turn and run, right? Fine. The high safety comes down to play the low hole in the middle. Great. Good change up. But it's played bad. It's executed bad. Like they know where to go. But like it just look. If you check the good, bad, and ugly, you'll see my frustration in the bad and ugly side of it. Like you'll see my frustration. It just gets.
I see it during the game, Coach. I know what the plays is gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I'm proud you. When they took Preston Hodge up top, when the white receiver in the slot took him up top, who didn't see the middle of the field, Mitch? I'm taking a shot. Period. I ain't even looking at nothing else because it's like worst case scenario, they're gonna get a 15-yard penalty.
Right, and they did. They got the holding, and it still was. Here was the worst part on that play. The dude named his last. Listen, I think I brought it up on the tape. That cat's name is Man Jack, the receiver.
Exactly.
Brother ain't have no gloves on, no tape, no socks,
nothing.
No sleeve. That boy looked straight out of Pop Warner, and out there. Hey, so I guess if you look good, you feel good, you play good, you play good.
Go get you one, son.
But here go the funny thing. He was Man Jack the fourth. I mean, it's a family of these jokers out here, man. It's a family of them out here, dog.
Know what I'm saying, bro? And I'm just like, my biggest thing is we got this the greatest DB ever. And this what his DBs look like, man. Come on, Coach.
Well, it's a talent. It's a talent thing, bro.
I get it. But I'm just saying, Coach. I mean, and then it's like, then we give you one of the best corners ever. We give you Travis. They put 300 on him. You don't need to do nothing to help him. So I'm like, man, everybody else fool, Coach. It's lunchtime. Eat up, boys. You want to go to the league? Man, play Colorado, baby. It's all on you, baby boy, after that, man. You want to turn your stats up. You might have 4 catches, Coach. Career. You play Colorado, I have 4 touchdowns.
It's just, I don't know why
that's
it looks
just how
so
it's going right now. And I don't understand why. Now I know the talent might not just be, but I don't think they too far off. I don't think TCU was a huge talent gap. I don't even think Georgia Tech had a huge. Now they might have had some pieces as far as that backfield, but the way that D-line was doing that O-line during that game, if you watched it and you understand what you was watching, man, listen, Houston either. Houston didn't have nothing that Colorado didn't have.
Yeah, I think what they do have. I'm gonna tell you what they do have that Colorado doesn't. They didn't have a team chemistry, and that's what Colorado I think is missing right now. They don't have the lock and step movements. Like I say, Georgia Tech bringing back 11 starters. You look at Colorado offense. Jordan Seaton is the only starter, the left tackle, right? I think, and people are downgrading that. But I'm telling you that, Law, you know that, bro. You done sat next to an offensive guard.
I get that, Coach. But like I say, when these games play out, and that's a speaking point when the game before the game is played. Once the game starts, hey, it is what it is. Your squad out here, these who I'm running with. You feel me?
No, true story.
I'm looking at the game, and I'm just saying, Coach, what are we doing? I find myself saying, Coach, what are we doing more than I'm just like super critical of the players? Because I know you got to be put in certain situations for you to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you like, okay, like Dallas Hayden, come on, Coach, what are you doing?
Yeah, running
Feed the boy.
Feed
He's
him.
hungry, he fresh leg, he back, let him eat. But if you don't put him in that situation to eat, then you go away from what's working, then
That's fair.
I mean, I supposed to get on Hayden and say, hey man, why you ain't get the rock?
No, that's fair. That's a fair statement, Lo. Hold on, real quick.
Like,
Scotty from Off Script, man, says, Coach, when the eyebrow for Shedeur start? Listen, man, it is week 7. So Dylan Gabriel, which is they only have one game, and he has to start by the Dolphin game, which is not this weekend, it's next weekend. But yeah, we talked about that earlier, though, Scotty, man. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, it's just y'all go check out Scotty for all your HBCU content and anything else, man. Y'all go subscribe, man. Let's start supporting each other. Go right there to Off Script. I think LV will throw it in the chat. Y'all go check it out. Hit the like, share, subscribe button, man. They got some big stuff going over there. And you know I'm an HBCU alum right here at Hampton University. I got to do better, man. I got to support my HBCUs on the channel, man. But we got to get some shelf space first. Shout out to Scotty, man. That's my man's. Great stuff. He said, when I heard about the trade, I thought about you. Oh, yeah, listen. But I'm no ways tired. I'm literally one game away. Dylan Gabriel starts next week. He just started last week. And they lost by what? 4? He starts this week against the Steelers. And he starts the week after that. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, you made good on your bet, Coach.
Listen, right now I got 3 sets of eyebrows. I got big tiger eyebrow. I got my man said the Longhorn lunatic. He done disappeared. I can't find him no more. And old school up in here, he always telling me, that bum's gonna find a way to leave. Well, guess what? I don't want. I ain't talked to Little Bucket since we made the bet. I think that boy done went back to school or something and changed the name to Big Bucket.
You got him disappearing, huh, Coach?
I ain't making no more bets because I'm tired of getting. See, I stopped betting money because people wouldn't pay me. So I said, let's have fun with it. Yeah. Bro, now they don't want to do that. So I'm not betting anybody anymore, dog, because I'm the champ is here. The champ is here, dog, and I don't get paid. Hey, but here's the funny thing. If I lose and I don't do it, then you're a sucker. But no, I ain't gonna be paying no bets. Well, why I gotta pay a bet? Nobody. So I'm gonna stop making them, dog. That's my last one. We going down 3 eyebrows, 3-0 on eyebrows, and we winning.
I respect it, Coach. Yeah, they don't did me the same way, Coach. I take it all on the chin and keep pushing, Coach. I'm a Kyren, baby. It's all on me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It's all on me. You know what I mean?
0809 coming to you in a second. Yep. No, 100%.
Not to mention, Coach, because I know I've been long-winded, but I just gotta say.
No, you good.
Hey, Cristobal like to piss me off, Coach. You hear me?
Ooh.
I would have been down there at Green Tree, Coach.
I was there. I had already drove at halftime. When I looked at third quarter, when the fourth quarter started, I was in the car. I was in the Batmobile. I was waiting for him to get back.
Man. Listen, Coach. Man, tell them don't do that. Don't play with our season like that, Coach. We too righteous, Coach. We got everything. All we need is a little bit of JoJo Trader, Coach. That's all I ask for. If we get a little bit of that, a little Joshua Moore, hey, I'm good, Coach. Because it looked like Ray just got that shirt on, Coach. I don't know. Might got that shirt on, so I don't know what that situation is. But
I don't know what's up with Ray, bro.
And let's rock.
I don't see why. I can't take nothing away from Malachi Tony, but I just don't understand from a speed perspective why we just. But anyway, we can talk about that real quick. Law for you go. I'm coming 0809 real quick for FPSD for the $2 says. You think Juju should have stayed in high school? You think he should have stayed in high school?
Yeah, why not? Why go ahead and run them numbers up, Juju? You know what I mean? Enjoy it, man. You sitting on you could have been somewhere playing for the state championship. Now you playing for you ain't even playing. So hey, it is what it is, you know what I mean? That bag up. You got that bankroll though. Hey, bankroll that coach.
Bankroll. I got it
Yeah,
on
bankroll.
time. I'm talking bankroll. My
There you
money,
go.
my money, shout out to Ace Hood, man.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All right,
man.
coach.
But hey, Law. I saw what you told.
Yes, sir.
I saw what you told Raw. Say, Raw, no more of that. That boy that hit you in the back room.
Hey, boy, put the muzzle on the dog, didn't he?
Hey,
I ain't even know that was the program.
you was in there like this. Hey, Raw, don't you?
I'm talking about caught the dog catching everything on me. I said, damn, that's crazy. But hey, man, like you said, when you're in wrong, you do as what, coach?
As the Romans, that's what I say, dog. Man, that man put the fist up, dog, on you. Say he was ready for he was on his Wesley Snipes.
He said Black Power and got me out of there.
Yes, sir.
Told me not to even speak, as a matter of fact.
As soon as you said that, click, I was like, oh, not the dog.
That's
Not
what
the
I'm saying.
dog.
He ain't even let me get mine. No, I'm like, everybody else get to get theirs off, but when the dog come on, I get the muzzle. That's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't never seen that one before, cause I ain't even know that's how it's going from now on. That's crazy.
Well, I'll say this. I think something very positive came out of that just by what I heard. I think, shout out to JB. I think he has I'm not saying we changed his mind, but I think he definitely look at what we're saying a little bit different.
I don't know, because if you know JB, he got stories.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know him well enough, but I thought I could hear it at the end. But anyway, man, let me get the 0809. They've been super patient, man. Much love, dog. Shout out to Law Dog in the building, man. 0809. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Yeah, this is Jay from Charlotte. I called last week. What's good with you, though?
I'm good.
I was telling you, man, first thing he was saying, you asked about Juju. Nah, this is a good learning experience. Plus, you get paid over $1 million. You can't beat that.
That's fair. I mean, I ain't mad at it. He came out of high school. I don't think so. I think that, him being in high school, I don't think he's learning anything more in high school. I think he's learning more just being there, getting acclimated to it. I wish they would win games by a bigger margin so he can go in there and get a little bit of burn, especially. Or, see, this is what people don't realize. Oh, we need Juju now. Listen, hold him to them 4 games. Well, he got 3 games now because he played in F1. Give him the last 3 games of the season. Trust me, that's plenty of teaching tape that you use going forward. Plenty. And he don't burn a red shirt in case something happens, Perfect.
Yeah, but I don't think the red shirt thing is a big thing. Like, okay, go ahead and play, because right now I think we need to go ahead and rock with Salter just for the next couple games, because that Utah game on the road could be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I say for the next 2 games, unless he just look like how he looked last game, and we just missed on Salter. We just missed. Sometimes when you go in the transfer portal, you might get a Webster or Jimmy Horn, or you might get a Salter. And this time we got a Salter. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but he's not what we need.
So let me ask you this, right?
I don't know.
Okay, so here it is. I'll take your point, and I'll say you're 100% right. However, he's there now. So what would you do? It ain't like, it ain't like the video game. You cut it off, cut it back on, and pick another quarterback. He's there now. You're 6 games in. You're halfway through the season, right? You've done 6 of the 12. You're 2-4. What would you do? Let's say if you were Coach Prime or the OC. What would you do going forward?
I'm playing him.
I know, but what would you do to help him is what I'm saying here. Okay, you're saying he's not, you kind of missed on him. Got you. Hear you. But he's yours now, right? What do you do to get you through the rest of the season? How would you help him?
You know what's the problem? With Colorado? We'll jump out real good, and then teams make that adjustments. Like last game, they threw 8 guys in the box. We're going to cut all that running out. We had to throw the ball. Everybody's talking about, we still supposed to run. It's 8 guys in the box. They challenged us to throw. Our quarterback threw 3 picks. Everybody from now on, they're going to stack the box, 8 guys in. Salter's got to make some big passes.
I know, but
that's just what it is. You got
no, but I'm asking you. I hear what you're saying, and you're not wrong. But I'm asking you, what's your name again? You said Jay. So Jay, I'm asking Jay, what would you do to help? Because you just brought up now another element that we ain't really talk about. Colorado jumps out on people and then they start working their way back. My question is, Jay, how do you help Kaidon Salter get better and get you through this season where instead of you losing by 3, you winning by 3?
Shit. Me personally, I don't see last game plan wasn't a bad offensive game plan. It was just bad passes. So he just gotta make the plays. The game scheme wasn't bad. He made some good. The calls was good. Everybody say Pat Sherman, Pat Sherman. The calls was good enough. We should have won. You can't turn the ball over 4 times and expect to win. That's just the bottom line. Three interceptions, 1 at the 2-yard line. You can't expect to win. That's just the bottom line. Muff punt, 2 minutes left. Think about it. They scored within 3 minutes in the second quarter. They scored 2 touchdowns.
Right.
2 minutes in the fourth quarter, they scored 2 touchdowns. They breaking down at the end of each quarters. So it's like, yo, you gotta tighten that part up.
So let me ask you a question. Right before the half, Kaidon Salter throws that interception where it kind of gets punched out. Number 4 picks it off. You know that was the same exact play they ran for the touchdown.
Yep. But you know what it is? He hesitated. He took a little hesitation, then he threw it.
Well,
and another thing with Salter, he stared down receivers. I think that's his biggest problem. He stared down receivers, and couple times, even the second interception he threw, where he couldn't throw it over the defender, he had the running back in the flats. Take the check down. It's just bad decision making. It's not game. It's just bad decision making. I don't know if he's in his head. I don't know if he's trying to do something so he can make it to the league. I don't know what it is, but mentally he got to shake that shit off and come with it. If he was a sophomore playing like this, I've been like, okay, that's cool. He's still young. But a 5th-year senior, come on, you got to come with it a little bit better. You missing easy throws. We're not asking you to, 50 yards in the air. We talk about check down 10 yards up the field, you throw an interception. 5 yards, you throw an interception.
I'll say this, Jay.
Decisions.
I got my dog 12 on the line. I'm going to get him on here. CU Buffs Soldiers Media. Shout out to you. I'm not sure if you have a YouTube channel. If you do, please let us know. We like to support anybody got YouTube channels. But he says you got to change the scheme to help the kid. Go look at his Liberty film and go from there. That's really what I was looking for. I wasn't really expecting, but that's what I'm talking about when I say, how do we help the kid? I want to go back to what made you 13-0 at Liberty. I want to do that. See, personally, if I would have brought Kaidon Salter in and he was my best available, I always believe in find out what people like to do and do it well. I can always conform to you. It's harder for you to conform to me because you're the one that's out there between the white lines.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
All right, you up, they stack in the box, 8 guys in the box. What do you do next? You got to throw the ball.
True, but how do you throw the ball? That's the question. We're
not taking 20-yard chunks. We're taking little dumps and 5-yard. You know what I'm saying?
But they bring in 8 in the box. They probably bring in more than you can handle. You got to throw the ball again. Go watch the Good, Bad, and Ugly. Have you seen it?
I watched it. I watched it this morning. I watched it early.
Did you like it?
I watched it early. Yeah, I liked it. I watched all of them. I watched all of them.
I appreciate that.
I liked it. I like your breakdowns of how you do stuff. I love how you break it down. But
thank you, man.
When it's 8 men in the box, you can't just keep on running the ball. I know everybody looking at stats and saying 6 yards a carry, 5 yards a carry. What you want to still keep on continue to run the ball, at 8 men in the box. It's a number game at that point. You got to throw the ball. You got to do something different.
You've been listening.
Keep on running.
You've been listening to them. You've been listening to them Coach Prime press conference, huh?
No, it's not that. But it's a numbers game. once the team start, that's the only thing I have problem with the coaching system is. Once another team adjusts to our game plan, we're out. We don't have no adjustments. There's no adjustments being made, offensive and defense, because we'll start off hot, and then they'll come with the, whatever they'll come with, and then there's no adjustment on our end.
So
we'll try to make a late third quarter push or fourth quarter push. It's too late.
I'll say this to you, Jay, on my last piece. I hear you, and I'm not saying you got to stick to it, but you still can run with 8 in the box, especially if you got a running type quarterback, right? It's not just because they put 8, we can't run the ball. You still can, because it's all all in the method.
It's not that, coach.
I know here, but it's all in the method and how
it's not that, coach.
Talk to me.
I'm saying, okay, for instance, BYU game, they made the adjustment, put the spy out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All that Caden Salter running, that kind of stopped it. We ain't make no adjustment.
Right.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's back to me. Is that a Caden Salter problem, though? Is that a Caden Salter problem? No.
No, it's not. That's a culture problem.
There you go.
The problem with Caden Salters is he's missing the easy throws. He's missing the easy throws. And I'm talking about, I'm not asking him to make the 20-yard, 30-yard pass or whatever. I'm talking about the little dump-offs he's overthrown and sidearm and everything, and not hitting the next level. Like, come on, you just decision-making at this point. Got to be a little bit sharper, got to be a little bit better.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let me push on. Let me get to my man's 12 in here.
Man, I appreciate you.
Anytime, bro. Anytime, Jay. You call in much as you like, man.
All right, thank you.
My man. All right, real quick before I grab 12 on here. Motivated, dedicated said, a lot of folks said 10-2, 12-0 this summer. Where y'all at? Here I am. I said 12-0. Shout out to Old School in the building. Old School, he could test to this. I said 12-0, and I'm sticking with that. 12-0. They're going to play, let me see, they down 4 games. They're going to play 4 bowl games to get those back to be 12-0 because they're going to win the rest of these. Yep, that's right. Look at it. I didn't like it. I did watch it. Glad I won the book. You wouldn't be able to read it. 12, talk to me, baby.
Yeah. What's up, coach? Got a little concern right now.
All right.
I'm about to probably say something provocative, man, but I'm a little concerned, man. I'm really concerned about Deion and Deion's health, bro. Real talk.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's something going on with the brother, man. They say he's having a surgery on the blood clots, man. His health is not too good, man. I'm not sure if that's taking a psychological toll on the team, but that's the perspective I want to come from, man. I'm concerned about his health,
mm-hmm.
and I just, you know what I mean. With just with the cancer, then blood clots coming back. I don't know, coach. It's hard for me, man, to kind of see him. Going through,
right?
And even going through the losses. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know if he finished coaches this season. I don't know if Deion probably come back to coaching, man. I don't know. It's a lot. I just looking at it from a health perspective. That, man, he's going through a lot, man. And Deion he's not gonna. We know he ain't gonna say too much. We know he's a tough guy. We know he's a man's man. But I just don't like how he's looking. You know what I mean? I don't know if you see that or not from your perspective.
Well, yeah, I'll say this to you though, dog. Like, somebody asked me, I don't know if it was last show or the show before, do I think Deion wants to be there? I think he 1,000% wants to be there, because
correct.
How many people? Okay, he had the first set of blood clots. All right. First of all, let's lay this on the table. He was there to get his sons where they needed to be. Job accomplished. Job well done. Right? You've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's part 2 of this equation. You want to be there and coach, but I hope he's doing it for this particular reason. Truly because he wants to be there. I'm only hypothetical. It's only assuming. And not because I can't say he's worried about it, but everybody said, well, as soon as Shedeur leave, he gonna leave. And so he wants to be there to save face, because I say this to say, for anybody in the world that has to have your bladder removed and make it from your small intestine, that's not a small feat by no chance. We're not talking about, we're talking about taking something out and remaking it with another part of your body.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a short period of time, bro. Like, that was a short turnaround from a recovery standpoint. And he's 50, 4, 58, something like that, 6.
56, I think. Oh, it could be 8. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think he wants to be there. But also
should he be there?
Should he be there? There you go. Because we've known coaches, and I don't care about Colorado with y'all booths. I don't care about y'all. Y'all been talking trash. I care about Deion. I'm a Deion fan.
Me too.
Never was a Colorado fan. Y'all already know about it. Prime from the crib, grew up watching Prime. So once Prime leave is over anyway.
For sure.
But my concern is about his health, man. And you know this, whether coaching takes a toll on football takes a toll on healthy coaches. Much less, to your point, someone who's beat cancer and has had multiple medical problems throughout multiple seasons. So I just don't like how this whole thing is looking for him, and I'm more concerned about the health than anything. We knew as football people, I don't care who you brought in, the brothers from Liberty, the Big 12 in Liberty. I'm sorry. We knew that once the Big 3 left, you know who the Big 3 are. That's Shedeur, Travis, and Shallow. That was going to be a huge drop off. Horn is gone. So I don't know what the Colorado people were expecting, but we knew it wasn't going to happen.
Right.
They don't have the talent. That's probably one of the best classes they're going to have probably in Prime's tenure, was with those guys there. Mata being there, and some of the other guys that came from Jackson State. That's it, bro. Let's move on. And I just wanted to make that,
I think that's a great
observation
point.
about how Prime's looking at and how he's feeling, man. And I just want the man to be healthy, to get this other stuff. I mean, he's proven to me, he's proven to the people what he can do.
Yeah.
And I don't foresee him being a winner per se at Colorado. I don't think he wins anything at Colorado. He turns the program around, makes them relevant in the lexicon of football again. I think he's out. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, this might be the smartest and only smart thing old school has ever said. His doctors will have to tell him to stop. And sometimes, I always talk about coaches got to protect their players. This is where doctors going to have to protect him from himself. It's kind of like,
yes,
with they're going to take your helmet. I think after this season, depending on I think this blood clot surgery, I don't want to call it routine, but I think it's relatively routine in the realm of blood clot surgery. That I think 6 more weeks are left. I believe in his heart, he knows they're not going to be bowl eligible. And I believe he makes a decision by January.
I agree with you, Coach.
Yeah.
And guess what, Coach? We know blood clots ain't nothing to play with.
Shooting your heart, it's over.
Bro, it's over. So when people looking around like, it's routine, or when he's saying it's just a blood clot, that's just Deion talking.
Right.
But the medical profession, that's why they check him that's how they catch it. Because they know how serious, and shout out to him, man. I mean, shout out to how he handles himself. He's not a person who's going to panic, but it probably is not it's probably worse than when he letting on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course
you don't want the kids to panic. You don't want the fans to panic. I think the doctors really know what's what. You know what I'm saying? His family knows what's what. So my concern right now is for Prime. F the buffs, right? I want my man healthy.
That's right.
And take a step back and do what it do. So that's my thing about Colorado. I ain't even watching them no more. Second thing is, so I watched the
I ain't watching, Coach. All right, talk to me.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. So a couple of cats that they got on me, and I'm glad you do stuff like that. But I don't normally watch them. I'm be honest with you. But I wanted to watch.
Hold
one
on.
with the
You
Kings.
what? 12, you my dog. And you
No,
what?
but I don't want the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because I got things to do. I mean, I got homework and stuff going on right here, dog. Come on, dog. But what I'm saying is, I wanted to watch this one because as a student of the game, I wanted to make sure that sometimes when I say things on the show, I am not overreacting. Because they'll say, oh, 12, you want to complain about stuff. Sound like Colorado fans, you and fans. But, Coach, did we not have a problem in the fourth quarter? Was I tripping? Or do we have a lot of things to clean up? Be honest.
Oh, 1,000%. We gave them 19 unanswered points. 19 unanswered.
And they go, just enjoy the win. But two things can be true. You fake fans who just want to talk. I'm talking to y'all on the Colorado show. Y'all done pissed me off. We could enjoy the win, right? But also say, hey, when you go into another realm of football, that ain't going to get it. If that's the Ohio State team, we lose that game. You see what I'm saying? So we got to clean
12,
up.
here's the problem. It's just like Mrs. Pamela, who was on here earlier. She thought I was going to blow rose petals and tulips up her behind. This is a football show. We're going to talk football. And believe this or not, even with the win, your job as a coach is to find the faults, because the next week opponent is looking for your weakness even in a win, because no team is perfect. That's how you beat somebody. Find the chink in their armor. So when we come on here and have these conversations, it's not that we're being hateful, not that we're being haters, not that we're being Debbie Downers and doubting Thomases. What we're doing is saying, here is the nail in the tire. You need to fix it, because it's going to pop one day and you're going to be left stranded. Right now, our pattern as it's building, and I'm going to talk about this tomorrow's show. Our pattern, we're starting to form a pattern in the second half of finishing strong. How that's happening, it's going to take some all 22s to really look at it. But the pattern is being formed. Just like last year's pattern was.
It's crazy you said that, Coach. It's crazy you said. That's why you my dog. I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what? We are trending.
Yes.
We're trending the wrong way. And I'm not saying we're trending the wrong way. Not to say that let me get defense is doing their thing, but the numbers are going up. And what I'm trying to explain to the fans, and they're like, oh, the best running court we're gonna see is Castellano. That's not true. SMU got a quarterback that's mobile as well. So do you think that Buddy's sitting over there at SMU not watching this Florida State game?
Come on.
You think what they're doing, Coach? You think he's down there playing, blowing, sticking his finger up his butt and not coaching, saying, hey, this is what Miami tendency is. You call them tendencies, right? What's your opponent's tendency?
Yeah.
The tendency is to let people back in the game, especially a Florida State team. Bro, unanswered points. That's a problem for me. And so, yeah, we agree with the win. Yeah, we're happy. But I'm going to tell the Canes fans, 12 said it, if you can't stomach it, get the Pepto-Bismol or get the Imodium. Okay?
Or you can get that green bottle, that magnesium nitrate. You know what it's called? Sodium nitrate. That green bottle.
Whatever you want. Or get the Tums. I suggest you get the Pepto-Bismol Ultra Max and then watch the show.
Right.
Okay? So don't come to me, 12, always complaining. No, 12 knows football.
Talk to him, 12.
That's all I want to say. That's all, man.
Hold on,
but
12.
no, it's all good. Hey, man.
No.
Got to pray for our homie Dion, man. You know what I'm saying? I want my homie to be well.
12.
And like I said, I'm a Prime fan. That's how we grew up on Prime. Not how we do.
12. Hold on, dog. You tried. I said, dog. You could have lied to the people, but this is why you my dog, because you ain't. At least you ain't even lied to me, and we lied.
No, but I don't normally watch it. Right? I mean, I don't watch it. Like I tune in for this show. I tune in when I can. But I'm on Honest Jack.
That's all right. You know what I feel like though?
Going on.
You know what I feel like, 12?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like slapping today.
I had to slap my own dog, man.
So as we leave, as we leave now, we on the bye week. What are you working on with the Kings on the bye week? So now we got a chance to fix what we
I'm gonna
saw.
tell you that next.
What
I'm
you
gonna tell you
working-
that
what's the first
tomorrow.
thing?
Call in tomorrow.
Man, this is my calling in for the week, man. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, my dog just my call in for the week. What?
It's my calling in for the week. You know what I mean? What's up, everybody in the chat, man? I ain't never watched that. What's everybody in the chat? If you Colorado fan or not, I'm with you.
That's it. My call in for the week, man. We gonna work on something, man.
It's all good though. But no, everything cool. I don't want to call it, man. It was real, real good. I like how you broke it down. Really good stuff in there. That number 10 is a problem though, bro. You know how you normally say it's a game changer. That you know he is, dog. He is a game changer. And you talking about Ray? Yeah, I mean, Coach, you got to make tough decisions, dog. Yeah, I had to see Ray too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, what I'm telling you is you got 2 slots though.
But come on, dog.
Who's the other slot?
Bro, you see when he hit? You see when he hit the gear on the penalty? The man hit a gear.
No, I'm not saying.
Stem, dog.
Man, bye, Felice. Listen, y'all ain't gonna do my dog Ray like this.
No, listen. I'm not saying. Hear what I'm saying to you, dog.
I'm not messing with you. Bro.
I'm not saying I don't have no problem with Ray. But
all I'm saying is, it's 4 wide receivers out there.
I know that's one. But
it's 4 wide receivers out there. Because here's what I will say.
More like a slot, though.
Hey,
Ray, like a slot, right?
Ray and Malachi the same.
Ugh.
All I'm telling you is, here's what I do know. Ray is, I want to say, probably the fastest dude, especially in the receiver room on the team. I'm going to get into explosion tomorrow. But I'm not saying that he should take things away. I could definitely see Carson Beck and Carson Beck and Malachi Tony definitely got a chemistry. Like, that is undeniable, right? I totally get it. That's where you trust. I understand that. But I think I'm looking at a guy like Ray. It's kind of like how we have Brashard Smith. Fast talent that we're not even packaging. We didn't even package him, right? Like Florida State even packaged number 19 and number 12. We didn't even package Brashard. Brashard goes to SMU and gets drafted, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he got to get 95% of the catches, but out of 60 plays, he can't touch the ball 3 times, 4 times.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm saying.
So you want a specific? Give him at least 5 touches a game. That's what you're saying. Give him some touches.
That's all I'm saying. Just because he's so fast,
okay,
and because he can run. If you go look at their tape, they were doing the same thing. He just never got the same opportunities. See, the problem is we're not talking one position. There's 2 slots. It's not like we're talking about one quarterback. He don't have to only play the slot. He can be the X. He can be the Y. He can be the Z. He can be these different positions. But we'll talk about that, man.
All right, Coach. I want to holler at you, man, and everything cool on this side, bro. You know how we do.
You good, man?
Just hop on the show real fast and talk about the homie. I saw this thing, but before I let you go, I saw this thing they were talking about. They had did you send it to me? What the playmaker was talking about? They were talking about Florida State legends and Miami legends. You saw that one?
That boy, I sent it to you. That
boy
said the 5 fingers. 5 fingers.
Yeah. Hey, that was so funny. Bro, almost passed out of the car. But Michael Irvin is a straight fool, bro. He is a straight fool.
Bro, when you sweating in the rain, that tell you all I need to know right now. I'm going to be done with it.
You already know what it is. You already know. All right, bro.
All right, man.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you later.
For sure.
All right, for sure.
All right, man. I had to let my dog 12 ride for a little bit. I know he's in there bloviating, pontificating, and vacillating, popping his soup coolers, but that's my dog. I had to let him ride out. Shout out to 4763 on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name where you're calling from. Appreciate you being patient.
What's going on, man? It's See You Above Media, man.
Oh, See You Above Media. What's up, man? I like your take, man. I like your take, what you said. Right? What you said on the comment I put up on the thing, right? Am I right? I'm talking to the right person.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. This me. We chop it up sometime when you get on Tiger Show.
Yeah, man. For sure. Shout out to Big Tiger, man.
But yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's Big Tiger. Had a congratulations to him. He had a baby girl.
He did. You know what? I wasn't gonna say it, but since you said, I didn't know if he wanted it public. But let's clap it up for Big Tiger. Hey, see you, Buff Media. He put it out there, so it's out there. Y'all clap it up. Big Tiger had a baby girl, man. Y'all clap it up for Big Tiger. Just had a baby girl yesterday. I had a chance to talk to him. So I talked to him yesterday, and shout out to him.
Yeah, man. I just want to jump on, man. It's, for those of us that don't have our emotions blinding us. A lot of us are fans of the game and not just fan of a particular team, so we can see things objectively. I just wanted to get on, man, just to say it's pretty. I don't want to say a simple fix, but I think that a lot of this is self-inflicted. Colorado is really getting beat off schematics, and I think that this whole issue, the reason why I think a lot of people do look at Caden Salter the way they do, which a lot of people don't know. Before he went to Liberty, he was University of Tennessee, and the thing is that a lot of people view him the way they do, specifically because of media, because of the self-inflicted manufactured quarterback controversy that didn't need to be around week 3. And I firmly believe that if you were going to not adjust your system to him, then from the very beginning, you shouldn't have brought him in, and you should have just let Juju get it and run that same system or scheme. But like you said, now that he's here, and you knew during the beginning of this in the offseason, when he became the number 1 quarterback, all of this stuff about now they're adding packages of certain nuances that was when he was at Liberty. It's hard for receivers to adjust to that when the whole offseason you've been running a certain system, and now in the middle of the season you're trying to adjust to more of the packages that he did at Liberty. And I'll say this, and I'll let you roll. Remember when Tim Tebow went to Denver and Kyle Orton was the quarterback? They had a similar they had a pro-style offense. They tried to throw him in there, and he couldn't do it. It just wasn't him. It wasn't a scheme. It wasn't a style. But what McCoy did was the OC. He went back to Florida, got on the phone with some of the Florida coaches, some of the other coaches that run that type of zone read type system.
Right.
And then he adjusted to that. And I'll say this, it's like taking Jalen Hurts and putting him in Andy Reid's system. It's just not going to work. So I just wanted to say that, and I thank you for letting me come on your platform.
Nah, you're good. Real quick before you go, I want to kind of address a couple of things you said, and that's kind of what I was alluding when I believe I was talking to Jay. Was I'm very big firm believer, and I say this just to provoke conversation. I don't really expect a lot of people to know because they're not coaches and so forth. But when people identify problems, I want people to at least try to come up with a potential solution. And that's why I appreciated your comment. Was it your comment, right, about going to Liberty?
Yep, that was my comment.
And the reason I appreciated the comment, brother, was because just that. You go back to what, like I don't believe there's a such thing as a dumb player, right? There was something that player did to make you want to offer him a scholarship to come to your school, right?
That's right. Yep.
I don't believe there's a such thing as, a player can't learn. He learned that high school system. Now, is yours a little more complicated? Sure. But he has a foundational understanding of this game. If not, he couldn't even play. I don't care how athletic you are. You couldn't even play at that level and be productive.
Right.
So if I got to go back to your high school coach and say, hey, coach, man, what y'all do? What y'all call y'all post route? When you call a post, we might call that thing, mailman. What did y'all call it, coach? Whatever. if I gotta reword it to make it work for him, because there's something he did that made me want to give him a scholarship or even pull him out the transfer portal, whatever. Then guess what? The same thing for Caden Salter that goes 13-1. Well, it was the G5 level.
Mhm.
I don't care how many G5 schools going undefeated. Ain't that many.
That's right. Yep.
So
Yep.
why did I want him to come to Colorado? Because he possessed something that I like. Now, how do I get it to work for me? If I got to go call the Liberty coach, hell, I got unlimited coaches. Hey, Liberty coach, bring your behind over here to Colorado. We got an open spot for you, man. You can stay over there with Coach Sapp for the week. Whatever. See, that's where people like just want to easily just blame it. So I like what you said, and that's why I put it up, and I appreciate you for that, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Coach Hayes, I'll say this too. I think a lot of his, because he made a statement about him being benched and his confidence. I think that's part of it.
Sure it is.
I think the confidence is the lack of him not really fitting in the scheme. I think it's uncomfortable for him.
Yeah.
Because you're asking him to do something that he normally isn't normally doing. He normally hasn't done. And I think that he had an idea in the offseason of what it, and they probably shared things with him like, yeah, we want to run this. We look at this, we're going to run these type of plays, that type of plays. And I think that because even though, I mean, regardless of what people are saying about, him having turnover, every single game he's played, they've moved the ball and have scored at least 2 touchdowns early on, almost in every single game. So it's not that he's the only problem. I think that it's a mountain hill of things from the offense.
It's a bunch of
defense.
issues.
The line is blocking good, but I think that it has to calm down. They have to go back and look and say, hey, look, what did he do? Okay, did he have 2 reads on one side of the field, or you ask him to read the whole field? You have to simplify it to whatever they was doing.
Come on.
And that'll help him move forward.
Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. See, it's easy for us to look. That's why I asked Jay, what would you do? I just want to hear his thoughts, right? I don't want to hear, I want to hear what I'm not saying he was going to be right, wrong, but I just want to hear what the thought process. And as a coach, that's your job. Your job is to do those type of things and figure it out. And I'll say this last piece before I move on. Coach Prime does this, and I said I wasn't going to say anything, but I feel like I'm talking to a guy that we can understand each other. And the very first question was asked of him. I believe it was a young lady that asked him question. And he flipped it back and said, well, what would you do?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm going to tell you why I don't like that. One, that's not her profession or his. I'll just say theirs.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, if I was that reporter, you know what I would have said, Coach? It's not for me to answer because I don't get $10 million a year to answer those questions. I would just be honest. See, because now I would have said, Coach, like I'm dead serious. If I was that reporter and he tries to flip it back on me to answer a coaching question, my job is to ask you the questions. My job is not to answer them. So I would have just simply said, Coach, that's not for me to answer. You get paid $10 million a year to answer these questions. I said, now, if you'd like to give me 2 of that $10 million, I'll come in and answer that question for you. Because you told, as you always say, don't do nothing for free. So why would I give you the answer? See, but as a coach, and this is where people have to understand, they have a job to do. They have a job to do. They're reporters. They've been around forever.
That's right.
She's not asking for specifics. What she's asking, he was asking for, I don't know if, I think it was a lady for some reason. But
yeah, it was because he always take a woman the first question.
Right.
In every one. But that was a defense mechanism.
Yeah, because what he said was when she was quiet, you know what he said? Oh, I guess that wasn't a question. That was a statement. See, to me, that's unfair. I'm asking you a question about your team, and you're gonna shoot it back on me. I've told you, for me, why do you want me to answer the question that you're making $10 million to answer? That's your job, is to answer those questions, not mine. And to me, that's what's crazy about it. Do you see it that way, or because that, like he always say, I see what you saw, what I saw. Yeah, but guess what? I interpret it different. You get paid $10 million to interpret it different than me. I'm just a dude standing on the sideline with a notepad and a microphone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I said it was a defense mechanism. I think at this point, it's almost like unless he's comfortable with you, I don't think he trusts too many people. And it could be one of those things, seeing ghosts, where you think everybody out to get you. And it's just a honest question. Like, like you said, this is not a profession. She don't know. She's just a reporter, but she's not going to respond in that way because she don't want to lose access. So, of course, she's not going to say, hey, Coach, you get paid $10 million a year to figure, to figure that out. So,
I would have asked. I would have told him. I'd have said, "Well, Coach, I mean, it ain't for me to answer. It's for you to answer. Like you ask me, Coach, you get paid $10 million. Now, if you want to, because take a play out your playbook. You told us not to do anything unless you get paid for it, right? So if you give me $2 million, I'll come answer that question for you. I'll show you how to stop the run. Now, how about that? I mean, I'll just be saying,
hey, man, Coach Haynes,
some stuff be too far.
I definitely appreciate you, man. I know there's probably some more people trying to get on.
It is.
I don't want to hog up the space. But I thank you, man. Great show, man. And definitely, man, y'all hopefully y'all get like you say, I'm noticing some things too with y'all. And y'all got it because y'all may be facing Georgia Tech in the ACC championship, man. Y'all got to fix that.
Yeah, we got some things. We're gonna definitely chop it up tomorrow about it. But yeah, most definitely. Yeah, people do the same thing. Okay. When I come tomorrow, we on this high. Man, Kohei, you always complaining. You being a Debbie Downer. No, this is what coaches do. Did you ever hear the story about Nick Saban? They won a national championship. He said he celebrated that night. And what did he do? Start hitting the recruiting trail. Because he knows. But you don't know why he started work? Because he knew the problem was all them bad boys that just won a natty going to the league or graduating. I got to fix this problem right now. That's what coaches do. So, bro, I appreciate you, man. Let me put you on. Please call in more often. Love that conversation.
I definitely will, man. No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Great call right there. All right. I got my man Jamel from DC in the building. Ohio player next, Anonymous.
Hey, what's up, Coach? What's going on this good Tuesday, man?
Man, we good, man. We chilling out, hanging out. Do me a favor. You want to call in, please do so now. After I finish with Jamel, I'm gonna lock the line. I got the hiccups, man. I got to get some more cane juice in me. Talking about the Colorado Buffaloes. Too long. Go ahead, talk to us, man.
All right, real quick. I like that scoreboard in your background with the Louisville and the Miami thing. I think that's dope. I'm talking about Colorado, but the last caller said something about you real quick. He said we got to worry about Georgia Tech. We can stop the run this year. We're going to punch Georgia Tech in their mouth. They're not ready for that because all they can do is run the ball, and we got some hitters. But to Colorado, because this is about Colorado today. Coach, my sentiment does not change of what's the overarching issue with Colorado. Okay, here's the problem. And this is not an indictment against Prime. This is just me observing and saying what I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Prime has, since he's been coaching, he's always coached his son. Okay. So rarely does someone coach their son in college as is. Sometimes not even that often in high school. That's more like kind of like a little league thing. So what that means is the coach, in this case, the coach and the quarterback is going to have this great rapport, this great relationship. And you know how that is as a coach. The greater the relationship with the player, somehow it's like some synchronicity. If you know what the coach wants, they know what's the best plays to call for you and all these kind of things. Fortunately for him, since he's been coaching, it's been his son, meaning he knows his son's weaknesses. He knows his son's strengths. He knows which coordinators to pick, which players to put around him. He knows all of that because this is his son. He knows them on and off the field. The problem sometimes is when you don't have a variety, and this is just anything, we don't have a variety of different perspectives or different projects, if you will, you may only know how to do something one way. So now here comes Salters comes in. Salters is not Shedeur. Doesn't mean Salters isn't good in his own right. He had to be. Liberty made it to the Rose Bowl with him and C.J. Daniels. They was balling that year. So that means they could play. I think it was the Rose Bowl. It was one of the big games, though. But that means they could play.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be Shedeur. So the analogy I'm about to make here is, and not because it's not about the Canes, but last year we had we had Cam Ward. This year we had Carson Beck. Both of them, if Carson Beck keeps up his trajectory, would be a Heisman finalist at the least. Two different styles of play calling from Shannon Dawson to a degree. Two different ways of approaching the game. Why?
Two different
Carson
quarterbacks.
Beck is not Cam Ward.
Right.
Doesn't mean he isn't good. He's different. So I say that to say, I don't know if Prime can adopt this, but unfortunately, there is never another Shedeur coming through that door because you don't have another son to build that rapport with. You don't have another Travis Hunter. That's once in however many often those guys come from. So now you have to see if you could develop talent to a different talent, which you don't know on and off the field, where you're trying to learn them, where you may have to adjust your system to fit their strengths. And I think he hasn't done that yet, as well as this Colorado team, even outside of Hunter and Shedeur, just isn't as talented. Like this team isn't as talented as the previous teams, in my opinion. That's what I got, Coach.
But I said that before. Here's what people have to understand about football teams. Even though it's 105 people out there on the roster and all that stuff, you still have to have game changers somewhere, some form of fashion. People talked about Carson Beck at Georgia. Well, guess what Carson Beck didn't have at Georgia? Didn't have any game changers because he's not a game changer himself. He's a game manager. That doesn't mean he's bad. He's just what he is. It's a different animal. But he doesn't have any game changers. Like I said, I had 36 drop passes at Georgia. That means 36 passes hit somebody's hand and drop to the ground. If you take just 18, half of those, and he only lost 3 games, he might have only lost 2 games. Hell, maybe even 1 in his 2 years there. But I say all that to say, you have to have game change. And what Colorado is missing right now, which is my opinion, Law Dog kind of disagreed with me a little bit. I don't think they have any game changers. They don't have any offensively or defensively. They don't have a guy.
Why did he disagree with you?
I'm sorry?
What did Law Dog say? What was his disagreement?
No, he just kind of pushed back. He was saying, and I don't know if it was about game changer or did I say explosive players, but it was more or less like he was saying number 9 and Miller can really get down the field. And I agree with that.
No, they're good.
But but they haven't shown up like that. Sincere Brown showed up against Delaware on 2 vertical balls. Delaware. Not knocking them. I'm just telling you what it is.
I'm
right?
knocking, Coach, because I went to Delaware State. That's up the road for me. That's Delaware, bro.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is you had a broken play on one and you just outran the dude on the other one. Great catch. It was out of bounds, but great catch just last week. But at the end of the day, it still hasn't shown itself. And just like Omarion Miller, right? He has a bunch of potential. We saw it at USC, was it a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, right? We saw him come out. Then we see him he end up breaking his ankle or whatever it was last year. And then this year, he shows up big, but it hasn't been consistent, right? And I don't want to compare the exception to the rule, but y'all keep bringing up Miami, so the door is open. We'll walk through it. Unlike number 10 for Miami right now. He's a game changer.
There, Coach.
He's a game changer. Yes. There's nobody on their team like that right now. And they haven't even played the toughest stretch of their schedule. Bro, they haven't even played the 22 ranked Iowa State, a Utah, a Arizona, West Virginia so bad. My God. A 21st ranked Arizona State and a K-State. Out of these last 6 games, I hope to God they could win 4. So they do make it to a bowl game. At least they made it to the bowl game for Miss Peggy. They didn't win it, but I hope they do make it to a bowl game and win it for Miss Peggy. But it can be tough. I'm just saying, it look a little tough, bro.
Yeah, I think what I think what we need to do, Coach, is like just as football watchers, there needs to be, and you know that I know you understand this perfectly well. We have to start putting everyone in the same categories because that's where all this confusion comes and all of this, debate where we're putting all these people in the same categories. Everyone is not generational. Everyone is not elite.
Of course.
Everyone is not an All-American. Everyone's not a star. Everyone's not a role player. And it's fine if you don't fit in all of those categories. But the problem is when we have somebody that's a good player and then we compare them to elite players, you're actually doing them a disservice because now you're putting expectation on them to be something that, to be honest, they probably not going to be. Because like you said, there isn't, and not to keep harping on Miami, but Malachi Tony is a special guy.
Right.
Like the plays he made the other day, the one that got called back, that he juked. I don't think people realize the second corner was 5 yards away and he broke his ankles.
Yeah.
Like he made a play out of nothing.
Then he stiff armed the dude. Then he stiff armed the dude to get in there.
He was moving crazy. That's what Colorado had with Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter was making something out of nothing.
Right.
Do you know how many times Shedeur scrambling back there and he just say, man, with 12, I'm throwing it near him and I know he's going to go get it. That's somebody that was like Travis Hunter. Let's keep him at defense. Just offensively while he was at Colorado, he probably won them personally 90% of the games he was in. TCU, he won them that game. Like Shedeur throwing Hail Marys on 4th down.
Game changer.
Somehow Travis Hunter bossing 2 dudes. Huh?
Game changer. The interception he made to seal the deal. Yeah.
He's a game changer. Baylor last year, he made the dude fumble on I think it was Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor.
They caught the touchdown. He made the dude fumble in overtime. Like everyone isn't like that. So when you don't have those players, now people who really know the sport, they already kind of pay attention to this. But now the holes in your team are exacerbated and exposed now. So maybe where your offensive line wasn't as good and Shedeur can scramble a little bit and just launch it to Travis Hunter and we can get caught up in the whoopsie-doo play and all of that and be like, oh, that was so phenomenal, which it was. Now you put a quarterback back there who may not be who's not as good as Shedeur. Not saying he's not good, not as good as Shedeur, who doesn't have the weapon Shedeur has.
There you go.
Now that offensive line is now even more pressure coming to them because the receivers aren't creating as much separation. You can't just throw it up and say, my guy is going to make a play all the time. It's just all of these things are being highlighted.
And I'll just say this real quick, Jamel, before I push on, but when you have a guy like Travis Hunter and a guy that could play like a LeJontay Wester, now you got a Batman and Robin situation, right? I don't see a Batman and Robin. Now, the shot of the law dog, you could in Sincere Brown or Marion Miller, but right now, I see a lot of potential. I don't see what's there yet. See, like, I think Travis Hunter and LeJontay Wester, they played well off each other, yin and yang, right? That if Travis gone as the double team, stretching it down the field, the safety over the top, the corner gone, I could drag underneath and I got enough wiggle to get down there and make it happen. And a healthy Jimmy Horn could do some things as well, right? But I don't know. I just don't see explosion in a lot of these guys. I don't see difference maker. I guess it's right. I don't see game check difference maker. A difference maker. But
they're in trouble. Bro.
I don't know. But anyway, man,
it's gonna be hard to recruit, coach. He's in the Big 12 now. The only thing.
Yeah, but it ain't hard. It ain't hard that you coach Prime, bro. And I just shout out to my dog. No, but shout out to my dog V12. Yeah, hold on.
Can't give you that, coach.
Yes, you can.
No, this is why I can't give you that.
Mm-hmm.
That lasts, but for a second, similar to Mario preaching the vision. That lasts, but for a second that you're Coach Prime. That only lasts for a second. When Coach Prime was at Jackson State, he was the one that first started doing the branding thing to a crazy level. He got to Colorado. By the time he got to Colorado, everyone is branding a little bit different now.
Okay.
So everyone's caught up to that. You come with Travis Hunter, you come with Shedeur. Y'all win maybe 4 or 5 games first year, win 9 next year. Y'all doing y'all thing. Remember, first year you were in the Big 12. I mean, the Pac-10, whatever it was at the time. You was playing Oregon. You could sell you playing Oregon. You could sell USC. You could sell Cal. You could sell UCLA. You're in the Big 12 now. Now, when you have these kids, now you said you could recruit because you Coach Prime. You can, but if you're also not winning, and then you ask somebody who's your schedule. Does somebody want to say they about to go play this SEC schedule, this Big 10 schedule, maybe ACC, depending on the school, which is like Miami or Florida State, or the Big 12, which is almost like the forgotten little brother of everything right now.
So here's what
that's too many.
I got you, but here's what you're. I think maybe this is where our disconnect is. I'm not asking him to win the Natty. I'm just asking him to win the Big 12. My thing is this: you got players going to BYU. Who in the hell want to go to Utah and be a Mormon? You can't even have no girlfriend, bro. You saw they kicked the dude off the team for getting a piece of pie. All he wanted was a slice of pie, right? I'm just saying. When you go to Baylor, who wants to go to Waco, Texas? Let's see who else is in Utah.
But no one's going to Baylor no more, though. People ain't been going to Baylor since RG3.
I know, but what I'm telling you is I'm not asking him to even win the national recruiting where you're going to compete against the Ohio States and that. I'm talking about being dominant in your conference. You're not even dominant in your all I'm asking. Again, I'm not talking national stage. We're talking about your conference. We're talking about a Houston team. We're talking about, let me see, Georgia Tech wasn't it, a BYU, Texas Christian, Iowa State, Utah, Arizona, West Virginia, Arizona State, Kansas State.
Right.
And none of it, bro, like people are thinking they can't win any more games. I mean, I think they should beat West Virginia. They should beat Arizona. I think those are 2 clear wins. That'll get them to 4. They got to find a way to pull 2 more out to get bowl eligible. But nobody on here is powerhouse level players. And all we're asking is win within the conference. And I think Prime has enough cachet in who he is to pull players to be competitive, if not more dominant, in the Big 12. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's going to be national championship winner and all that stuff, but to be just kind of how Arizona State is right now with Kenny Dillingham. Nobody's ever going to think Arizona State is going to win the national championship. Nobody thought they were going to do it last year. Nobody thinks they're going to do it this year, but they do know that Arizona State is a dog in the Big 12.
So you feel in that case, the Prime needs to come up with an identity so that you can recruit that identity.
Identity.
Think about it. BYU has an identity.
Who has identity?
Utah.
What's an identity? What's that?
Like I'm saying, an identity for your program. Like if you think of Utah, Utah was playing defense. Their identity was like defense.
Hold on. Who has identity? Name somebody in college football got an identity.
The program?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand your identity. What's identity?
So, okay, I think you're being sarcastic, but Alabama and Nick Saban had an identity. Like they was ferocious along the offensive defense.
Well, that's Alabama. That's Alabama. That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. Just name somebody else.
Mario Cristobal has an identity right now.
Oh, well, he worked. Well, he worked for Nick Saban under the GOAT. So give me somebody else.
Let's see, now I just told you, Utah, you knew what you was getting with Utah. You was getting a great physical defensive team. Wasn't gonna be too many offensive players on the offensive end. You knew what you was getting with them. Oregon, you knew you was getting these fast ass, I didn't mean to curse, but you knew you was getting these fast skill players like the DeAnthony Thomases of the world and all. They usually get those type of players. USC, you knew you was gonna get a high-powered offense, no defense, like you know what you're getting. With Colorado, you don't know what you're getting. So how can you recruit when you don't have you don't have an identity? That's what I'm saying. Like USC.
Well, I said that Jamel jokingly because Prime, they asked him about that, and he said, "What's identity? Who has an identity?"
Oh, so okay,
that's why I said that. No, that's why I said no. I totally get what you mean, but a reporter asked him that about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and they were talking about having an identity. He's like, "Identity? What's an identity?"
Oh, I messed up. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
No, that's all good. That's why I was being funny, but no, to your point, you're right. But I still think you can find some dynamic players. Here's why I tell you this, and I got to run after this. Somebody put this on the show last week, I believe. Out of the 10, and y'all fact check me, out of the 10 high school kids that they've had on their team in the past 2 years that are still on the team, 9 of them are major contributors. Like a Michael Welch. A Michael Welch is a guy, I think, that flew under the radar. That's going to be a major contributor. That number 15 they got that dropped the punt out of Texas, Q, whatever they call it, Quentin, I forget his name. God doggone it. I think those are some of those guys, right? They may not be the ultimate 5 stars, but they're the hidden gem 4-star, 3-star, right? Because see, everybody think Alabama only get 5-star. I done seen them recruit some 3 stars because they evaluated them properly. Maybe that kid just didn't go to camps. Maybe he didn't go to all the 247 events. So he doesn't get the star. But it's about the evaluation, man. These are the things we're talking about. And again, I'm not talking national stage right now. We're talking about dominating the Big 12. That's it. Being a fearful name in the Big 12. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Right now, and here's the funny thing. There's really no front runner in the Big 12 except maybe Arizona right now, and then maybe Iowa State. Yeah, Iowa State ain't in the 12. Well, Iowa State in the Big 10, ain't they? Or they in the 12?
In the Big 12.
In the 12, yes. I was thinking Iowa.
Well,
so
maybe I figured out.
Yeah. So anyway, man, and like you said, look what Coach Prime has brought to Colorado that none of them other teams got. He brought a Travis. He's brought a Juju. He brought a Kamani. I know he didn't stay, but we're talking about the caliber of player he's gotten. He brought a Kamani. He brought a Jordan Seaton. You gonna tell me he can go get 3 of those guys? Instead of 1 a year, he can go get just 2 of those guys a year. In 3 years, that's 6 dudes. Plus the other guys that fall under. Man, please, he could kill this. But to my dog 12's point, he has been sick. I personally think when you got blood clots like that, they're taking out a section of your calf, you missing toes, you had to have a reconstructed bladder. No, coaching stressful.
He might gotta go vegetarian or something, coach. He might need to go fast or something.
No, dog, you gotta stop this. This is stressful, bro. You getting up for these games, you up all day, you up all night, you on the plane traveling. Think about it. Them boys playing 10 o'clock games at night. Luckily, they were at home. But imagine if they were away. No, they were away the last game, weren't they? Yeah. But that was at 7:30. But whatever game that was, it was at night, 10 o'clock. Now you got to travel in the middle of the night. No, it's not good from a health perspective. I think personally, at the end of this game, at the end of this season, I pray that he hangs it up. Just from a health perspective. It's got nothing to do with, wishing him no, dog. No.
I think he hang it up. Somebody just said it in the comments with me. But now I'm not gonna lie, coach. I'm not gonna lie. From a lot of health stuff he's dealing with, I'm not even joking because they laugh in the comments. I mean, I think he might need to eat a little better. So you
you eating good.
Like he might need to really eat better.
Of course.
Eat better. Stop fast or something first and then eat better because I mean, Prime from Florida, but he was been in Texas a long time. He probably used to eating brisket, all types of stuff like that.
Listen, Jamel, 100. Yeah, he could eat better, but the stress level is what I'm worried about. It's the stress level. It's not about the I mean, yeah, it is about the eating, but what I'm saying is all of these things he can control. He can control his food if that's the case. I don't know what he eats. He definitely, I know this. If you coaching, your ass stressed. Trust me. I don't care what you're coaching. Pop Warner to high school to college to NFL. You know how you control that? By taking your hat and whistle off and go chill. Man, go fishing, enjoy your kids, go to their games. You did your job. Job well done. I clap it up for you, bro. As a father, you saw a need. You saw some people doing something with your kids you didn't like. You stepped in and took over, and you did the damn thing, bro. You did it. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to prove to none of you ain't got nothing to prove to none of us about coaching out there. We talking about blood clots, bro. You can go out there and get excited and throw a blood clot right there on the field. Nobody want to see that, man. Nobody wants to see that. I'd rather you be out there fishing for bass and riding around your property.
They said that Viagra hurting them.
Man, bye, man. Y'all tough out there in the chat. Let me get y'all how I play on here, man.
All right, coach.
Hey, you know, hey, that Viagra might have him throw a blood clot in the wrong leg, if you know what I'm saying.
He need to drink some of that cake, and then he got a girl that's about 29, man. She's too young for him. That's what's going on. He needs some cane juice.
Man, look here. He gonna throw a blood clot in the wrong leg. Let me go on about my business. All right.
You need to get a sponsorship with Kyren and Pink Rhino or whatever he be popping.
For sure. Pink Rhino. Yeah, all right, boy. I'm gonna say the Pink Rhino. Go ahead, football. If Coach Prime did retire, would you like to replace him? No, not me. Well, for $10 million, I'll be out that thing. Huh? For $10 million? A milli. Yeah, for sure. I'll do that. But man, to go back, and I'm good, but for $10 million, let's ride. Ride. 10 million, let's ride. Appreciate that though, man. All right, Ohio player play so beautifully. Don't he agree? I'm going to lock the phone lines. So I got Anonymous on the line.
Hey, Coach Hayes, how you doing?
I'm good. Hold on real quick, Ohio player. I got Anonymous on the line and 0558 on the line. So that'll be all for the night. I appreciate y'all. Hold tight. If you hang up, you won't be able to call back in. I know it's been a little bit long-winded, but it's been a real light night. I apologize. But when you get your turn, you can ride out as well. Ohio player, play on. Talk to us.
Oh, yes, no doubt. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to hope Coach Prime is in better health and continues to get better. You know, that's our main concern if he's supporting the Colorado Buffaloes. Also, you know, it was another close loss, you know what I'm saying? You know, all the teams that he lost to have a combined record of 18-2. I think 3 of them are ranked, and he's about to play another one in our state. And hopefully, you know, if they can play a complete game on the offense and defensive side of the ball, they may be in a good chance to win the ball game, if not win it outright. But, you know, they got to stop squandering these early leads, and they have to play, you know, mistake-free football. You know, K-Salt, you know, I'm a fan of K-Salt, but the 3 interceptions, especially the one at the goal line, you know, really hurt us. You know, one for those, you know, they would have won the last game. They got a good team, a better team than what they're showing, but they can't close the deal. They should be 5-1 and ranked, but instead they're 2-4, non-ranked, and you know the season does not get any easier. You know, people say Juju. You know, look at Juju. I'm like this here. You know, Juju supposed to be a senior in high school, and maybe he's not ready. You know, coach sees him every day, and just like he says, when he's ready, he's ready. So possibly he's not ready right now. K-Salt is a good quarterback, but what keeps him from being elite is his inconsistency. One series he's good, the next series he's not. You can't be inconsistent on this level, not at this level. You know, and the defense is still cause for concern. You know, still a major problem out there. They cannot guard a parked car. You know, the defensive secondary is, you know, I hate to call them trash, but, you know, they just no good. I mean, you know, DJ McKinney, the only one, and Bird, Well, them two, the only one that's really doing something out there. And even they have problems out there. That number 3 and that number 10 don't need to see the field no more. They always getting burnt, and the linebackers, the whole team need to tackle better. There's no excuse for not tackling better and giving up long plays. I don't know why they play so much off the ball.
So how I put it, when I said praying, so when I said earlier in the chat, I said, yeah, when you watch Colorado Depot, you be praying for a tackle. Am I lying? Was I lying?
No, I can't argue with you. You see the field just like I see the field. Coach Prime see the field. You know what I'm saying? He will tell you the same thing. You see what I see.
He loved that line.
And so he would agree with you on that. Like I said, I seen him at his press conference. He's looking pretty good. Skinning and all that. But like I said, as if I kind of agree with you. Maybe he needs to think hard about if hanging it up if because he has nothing to prove. I mean, even on the college level, he's had great seasons, and accomplished a lot. But like I said, if this would make him happy, and the doctor say, hey, it's nothing major, then if he wants to continue, let him continue. I always said, I don't think about getting Byron Leftwich or Eric Bieniemy, in there. I think he got Byron Leftwich. I don't know if he's an advisor or he's on the staff, but the play calling is still not that good. Even K Sold, I seen him on Well Off Media. He said, Coach Prime said, you got to be consistent. You got to, do the play that is being called. He said, I did not get that play, and I'm like, okay, so it's miscommunications with Pat Shermer and K Salt with that. That needs to be fixed, and that, they too late in the season for that to be happening anyway. So they need to get on back to par. If they can win this game against Iowa State, it's hope for this, it's hope, at least for a bowl game. I think the Big 12 championship is out the picture, but having a winning season in the bowl game is still in the picture if they can win this, particular ball game against Iowa State, especially at home. There's a lot more to be said, but I think I can land my plane there.
Yeah. Amanda said can't go out of park car. That was actually a pretty good one, Ohio player. That was pretty good.
I hate to say it, but
it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I just, like I said, I hate to be the I told you so guy, but I think you like to keep it real with us. The things that we're seeing today, I mentioned 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I said these things happen. If you don't do X, Y, and Z, these things are going to happen. You got to keep building this talent. This is why that blueprint works. It is tried and true, right? It is tried and true. I'm gonna make probably a crazy analogy here. If it's too crazy, let me know. Most things in life have a certain set of rules and procedures. Would you agree with that, Ohio player?
Yes. Most definitely.
You can deviate a little bit here and there, but the reason these procedures are in place and they've been tried and tried and tried again and tried again is because it works, and there's a reason. Here's where the crazy analogy is going to go.
Yep.
Coach Prime is going in for blood clot surgery.
Yes.
You think he's going to, remember, we're talking about blood clot surgery, not some illness that has never been seen, and we got to make it. Do you think he's going to trust a doctor that wants to do it his way or the way where it works and it's been proven to work in this form and fashion? What do you think Coach Prime went with? The doctor that says, hey, coach, I can do it like this. It'll work. Or the guy, it's been tried over and over and studied. This is the procedure. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to always go perfectly. But the likelihood is very high that you can have a successful surgery because the data is there to prove it. What do you think?
This is me. Coach Prime is well known. He has the money. Hopefully he got the best surgeon or the best person in that particular field, especially dealing with legs and blood clots, because I've dealt with inflammation in my leg, you know what I'm saying? But that's on a whole other level. These blood, like you said, and that's serious business. And hopefully
if he has to get a second opinion, get the best renowned doctor in the world, and be open and honest. If he likes well off media and then let the doctor talk with Coach Prime talking and let the doctor give his diagnosis and his, opinion on, what should transpire, whether he should continue coaching again. Because
but my question, not to cut you off, but my question is the procedure in which he's going to have these blood clots removed. Do you want to get the doctor that says, I'm going to do it my way? Or do you want to get the guy that has the blueprint? And this is, if you follow this blueprint, the likelihood of success is very high. Which doctor do you think is true? That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying. Right. So I said, I'm using that. And I tell you, it might be a terrible knowledge, but I'm using that to say there's a reason guys follow this blueprint in the recruiting process because it has been tried and true. And now what happened is you shot your wad, and right now the talent is showing. Yeah, you got some talent, but it's way different. It don't look the same. And that's all I'm saying. That's just all I'm saying. But go ahead. I'm gonna get the anonymous.
No, like I said, I wish you number the best health-wise, because health comes first and foremost, and I think we all agree on that. I don't, everybody on here agrees with that. If they would have to, and so his health comes first and foremost. But sometimes a hard worker like Coach Prime, and I had grandfathers. Maybe you had a grandfather or older people in your family. They believe in working. You know what I'm saying? Just working through it, and just working. Until you can't work no more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it comes from that mindset.
Till it kills you.
It's yeah. So
yeah, you work to. But that's my whole point. You're right. At that time, no Ohio player, but they had to because they're trying to make it. He got it. What I'm saying is,
yes, you're right.
That's the difference, right? If I got it, can I tell you the truth? If I had it, and I know he has it because he has the work ethic. That's why rich people still work. You'd be like, man, you rich like that? Why is Warren Buffett still working? Right? Because why he's rich. However, when it comes to my health, if I'm gonna leave this earth, which we all are going to do, I would like to do it doing something I enjoy. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy coaching, but as much as I enjoy coaching, I would love to leave this earth in a different manner than fall over on the 50-yard line, if you know what I'm saying. I love football.
No, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%.
I love it that damn much. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah,
all right.
So well, I agree with you 100% with that.
All right, give us your last tune for the night, man. I got anonymous on the line.
I will. Like I said again, I said it one more time. I wish Coach Prime the best of health. Again, I wish Coach Prime the best of health, and hopefully comes through good. And he needs to make the best decision, for him. And besides that, hey, go team.
I love it, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. Everybody, y'all clap it up for the Ohio play so beautifully, don't you agree?
Oh yeah. All right. Appreciate you.
My man. Ohio player, man. Long time supporter of the channel. Appreciate you. Last call of the night.
Right.
I know y'all. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Good.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate
no problem. No problem. Yes, sir. All right. Last call anonymous. I know y'all say y'all was calling in, man. Hey, well, y'all rough on coach. It's 2.5. I got a funny text. That's hilarious. All right, let me get this last caller in. Anything is everything. Let me call in. All right, Coach, you said go ahead, call in. See, sometimes y'all be pausing the live and y'all think it be live, but y'all be like 10 minutes behind because y'all either stop the live or y'all pause it. Or here's another thing. If a commercial pops up, I realize this. Fast forward it a little bit because as long as the commercials keep going, it keep pushing you back. I learned that. He said I was on there, but you must have hung up. Anonymous on the line. Call her, talk to her. Anything, you got 30 seconds.
The conference has been unlocked.
Talk to us, Anonymous. Going once.
Hey. What up, King?
What's happening, man?
chilling. Just had a couple questions for you. First and foremost,
what's your name?
The conference has been locked.
For his health, I don't hate the man personally, you know. It sounds like he got a serious medical condition, so I hope he gets better and takes care of that.
You got you. What's your name again, bro? I missed it. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Mike Hunt.
Mike. All right, Mike. Talk to us. You're a Colorado fan?
No, I'm calling from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh my goodness. Ann Arbor, Michigan. I spent some time in Ann Arbor, Michigan, man. But talk to me. Oh, quite a bit, man. Quite a bit. Are you a Michigan fan? Are you a Michigan fan?
Absolutely. Michigan alum.
All right, man. Well, look, how was Bryce Underwood doing up there? Y'all like him?
Yeah, why not?
No, I'm serious. Like, do y'all like him? I'm being serious. Like, is he what y'all thought? I mean, of course he's a freshman, but is he what you is he as advertised? I guess the right way to say it.
You know, I didn't hear too much about what they were saying before he got there, so I can't really tell you, to be honest.
He's a big time dude, man. He a freshman. Y'all got to roll with that a little bit. You understand? Y'all gotta give him a little bit of chance, but I think he's gonna be all right. Man.
Yeah, I know a lot of my friends was real hard on the team early on. We had a loss. They took that pretty bad, but overall, I think we've been winning games, doing all right. We'll see how the game goes into the year, and probably get to a bowl game or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I spent a lot of time there, man. My man Devin Bush, that's my guy, man. Coach's son as well. So yeah, Josh Metellus and Devin Gill, quite a few players up there. Rashawn Gary. So yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
All right, so talk to you, man. What's on your mind, man? What's on your mind, bro?
So yeah, Coach, I heard a lot of talk tonight. You know, even from you a little bit. You know, everybody want to give Coach Prime like a pass, you know, because he's going through something or whatever. Like, I agree. Travis Hunter was like a generational talent, you know, and losing him, that's a hit. You know, I don't share the same opinion on Shedeur. We'll see. You know, the jury's still out. My opinion on, is he a good quarterback, NFL caliber, whatever. We'll see. I think he'll get his chance, but I think you're gonna get your eyebrow.
Hold on, I'm gonna shave. You think I'm gonna shave mine, or you think I'm gonna get?
No, Lil Bucket lost in that one for sure.
All right.
Yeah. You're gonna get the eyebrow. Okay. He gonna have to. Well, he probably. You know, I noticed. Rob from Texas, Lil Bucket. You know, even Gennaro been a little quiet. You know, we don't hear all that from him.
Hold up, bro. You be watching this show, man. What's your name again?
Mike.
Hey, Mike, y'all clap it up for Mike. Mike, a real G on his thing tonight. Mike done named all the cast of characters, man. Huh?
I mean, hell, you even brought Nick Moan back on. You know, he was anti-Colorado, then he was all about Colorado, and now he back questioning Colorado.
Shout out to Mike, man. Hey, Mike, come on, man. I'm loving this part. Talk to me, Mike. Yes, sir.
Well, Coach, you know, I don't know too much about like I can tell Colorado is they're just bad on every side of the ball, except the kickers. Special teams been good. Special teams been good. Special teams been pretty good. Special teams been good, but look at that TCU game. You know, they had the punt bounce off of them, gave the ball right back to TCU. I feel like. I don't know that much about special teams, but I feel like, you know, you got to have your eyes on the ball, you know, have awareness of where the ball is at so it don't bounce off of you or something.
Well, now, I will say that particular play, no, it wasn't great. But from the punting perspective and all of that, I mean, they got them inside the 5-yard line a couple of times. They've been kicking the ball off. Field goals have been made. So that's what I mean. I mean, no, that last play, yeah, it was atrocious. But
for sure.
I'll say this. I don't know if I've been a little soft on Prime in regards to this season. I just think there's no need to kick the horse while it's down because I already knew the horse was falling. You know, I try.
Yeah, and I think you've been fair on like that reporter asking him the question and him deflecting. You know, well, what would you do? That's not her job.
Right.
You absolutely spot on with that.
Right. Give me $2 million.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what to do, coach. Give me $2 million, Mike. I'll tell you what to do, Mike.
Right. So like, but at the end of the day, you know, the quality of the team, the way that the team is doing comes down to Coach Prime. As far as I can tell, you know, the coaching has seen very few changes. You know, if Shermer's the problem, Coach Prime got to do something about that. Somebody said earlier that, you know, Colorado is never going to get talent like Shedeur and Travis again. Actually, I think they said the big three again. But you see all sorts of teams who recruit and like build the team. You know, like my experience of it as a football fan is probably Michigan. You know, we was just not good for years. And you see Jim Harbaugh shows up, and that's what turning a program looks like. Turning around looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
beat Ohio State.
There's
Look,
forward.
Y'all could not beat Ohio State. What for those first 4 years of his time there, and then they stuck with him. I think he took a pay cut, and they stuck with him, and then he finally got it done. He finally got a quarterback in there that could control it and run it, and JJ McCarthy. And he got it done. I mean, it's not easy. You know what I mean? It's really not that easy. But you got to go out there and recruit. You have to recruit. I don't care what nobody. I know the transfer portal, but you have to recruit these young guys and get them to grow in your system. Will some of them leave? Sure, but all of them are not going to leave. And think about it: 9 of the 10 guys, Mike, that Colorado has that stayed are major contributors to their team right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Like the recruiting has not been good. I mean, yeah, sure, they got a few good players, but they're absolutely dependent on them. And it's like, I mean, I heard a lot tonight from a lot of callers about talent. You know, that there's these more talented teams. And I get it, you know, a more athletic player, a more talented player, a player with more, you know, game IQ is going to, like, you know, they're going to be more likely to make the big plays, to turn nothing into something. But you see every Saturday on the field, less talented, less athletic teams do work on better, more athletic teams because they played better as a team. They covered down on things that somebody else was missing. They just played better as a team. And it happens every week.
Bro, I'm looking at Indiana right now. Indiana. Everybody, last year was an anomaly. Well, okay. When ain't nobody ever thought about no damn Indiana football, bro? Nobody. They rank number 7th in the nation right now.
That's a basketball school for sure.
But dog, they're playing good football. They beat a number 17 Illinois 63-10, bro.
Whoa.
63-10. Now, have they played anybody? Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, Illinois. They beat Iowa, and they play Oregon. Will they get their head knocked off? Probably, but it's still Indiana. Indiana. See, here's what people have to understand. It's kind of what I was telling Jamel. I'm not asking Indiana to win the Natty. I'm asking to be competitive. I'm not asking Colorado to win the Natty. I'm saying you have enough cachet at Colorado to be dominant in the Big 12. If Indiana loses to Oregon, as they probably should, I'm okay with that. You're Indiana. Indiana used to be, at this side, 1-4. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, you even see that with Michigan, right? Like, go back, look at our greatest coaches, Bo Schembechler or whatever, right? He didn't talk about winning the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about winning the Big Ten championship. And then you worry about what you're going to win after that, right? I mean, I recognize back then they had the polls and and it was sort of decided by the coaches and the AP. But win the Big 12 championship. That should be the goal, right? Not. I think that's the problem with Colorado fans is like whether they're fans since forever or they new fans with Dion. You know, I'm a Prime fan. I want to see him do good things. I want to see him be successful, win, and dominate.
Sure.
But like they gotta stop with the gaslighting, especially Coach Prime. Right? They gotta stop with the gaslighting, and they gotta stop with the They have fundamental problems as a team. They are not playing as a team. And in my opinion, that starts at the top. That's culture. That's an institutional thing. That's probably the hardest thing to change is to get everybody to play as a team and not, have your most skilled players, thinking, bullshit, I'll just hit the portal and I ain't got work. You got to have connection to the team, to the program to really win. You got to have buy-in from the players. But I say all that to say, every loss, Colorado fans just treat it like, oh, well, it's Salter, let's throw Juju in. I don't think Juju's ready. Like Juju played Delaware and got negative yardage in one, set of downs, but
2 series, yeah.
I just don't think, I don't think Juju is really there yet. It could be a year where you play him, I think they should probably redshirt him. But let him play the last 4 games. If they got a losing season, let him play the last 3 games. Get his red shirt. Start him next year.
Yeah, I'll just say this, man. I've come to realize when I started this show, or started doing these things, I thought that I would have the opportunity to try to maybe educate people. And what I've come to realize, they don't want to be educated. They just want smoke up their behind, like Miss Pamela. They don't want that. It's like the kids I work with. Coach, what's the answer to number 4? No, here's the process to number 4. But I don't want that. What's the answer? All they want is to hear you say nice things. They don't want to hear this. And that's what this channel is not for that. Go find another channel to do that on. If you want me to blow rose petals up your behind, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna talk about the game. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly parts of the game. It's just what it is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything is peachy clean. You're 2-4. Oh, my God, Colorado, they got to get just a couple more pieces. Or they jump on the bandwagon and blame the quarterback for everything when that kid is not the only problem. See, if you want to go to a channel that does that, then you got to get off this channel and go to another channel. I'm not going to blame that quarterback solely because, trust me, it's way more problems like giving up 400 yards on defense. That's a problem, right?
Yeah,
I'm not saying Caden Salter is not. He's not a part of the formula of losing. He is part of the equation for losing, but he ain't the only equation. He's not the only number in the equation, and so that's not what it's for. You know what I mean? And so if people like shout out to Miss Pamela, she can get it too, because she can call in here. I'll give her the 1s and 2s also, but. Anyway, Mike, give me your last thing. I got Dub City back on this joint. I got to get up off here, man.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Coach, because you were saying that about have you had an opportunity to look at Salter's tape, from high school? Do you know, is that jumping out of the pocket, scrambling, throwing with the little flick of the wrist? Is that something he had before he got to Colorado, or is that something that he developed while at Colorado? Because it seems to be, some of those qualities seem to be part of just being a quarterback under this team at Colorado. This coaching staff at Colorado is they love to get on the run and not for forward progress either.
I broke Caden Salter's film down, believe it or not, out of high school.
Okay.
Ooh, this go way back, boy. This when I first started. It says 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I did his film. Let's see. I know it's a little delay for you. I'll just put it up here for a quick second. This is hilarious. Listen to this.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football.
It
is what it is. I see you at the Rocky. Empty set. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Let that thing go, baby.
That's back when I had green screen. I didn't have the same stuff I had. This is when I had a camera sitting on some books, using a school computer, about to blow that thing up. But anyway, y'all can check that out. Caden Salter, WRE. I don't remember this film that I got up here right now. My beard was black then. It's gray now. Damn, that was 5 years ago. But I don't remember that. I don't remember him being this sidearm guy. I have to be honest. I never watched a Liberty football game while he was there. But I just know as a coach, and if I make, I ain't never made $10 million. Hell, I ain't never made I don't even think I ever made $1,000 coaching. I damn near did it for free. But I was going to do everything in my power to maximize a kid's effort, meaning whether it's through the play calling, through the teaching of it, through the install, whatever it was for him to be successful. And that's what I would do. Just let it play on the background while I talk. But you do what you got to do to make sure he's successful. And that's why I said, if I got to call a coach from Liberty, have that conversation, then that's what I'll do.
Right.
That's what I'll do. But I'm looking at his tape right now. Yeah, he's running around. Like he got that sidearm throw there. But anyway, maybe that's something one thing he does, he got great velocity on the ball, man. It pops off his hand, bro. It flies off his hand. So, got to make those decisions.
Yeah, when he make good throw, he does. He makes. I watch a good, bad, and uglies. He definitely, especially that one against Wyoming. He makes some good throws. It just maybe the line. If he could just stay in the pocket and like just make some better decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Fair coach.
All right, well there it is, man. Let me go and get the dub. See, look, this is him running around here now. Yeah.
All right, Coach. Love your show. You have a good night.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Thanks, Mike, for calling, brother. All right, let me get to Dub City. I know it's going to be a good one because Dub always be trying me. I bet your coach going to be late. I bet coach going to be late this show. But guess what I feel like?
I feel like stopping today. Oh.
What's up, Dub City?
What's going on, Coach? I want to say like 15, 20, 30 different things, right?
Well, I got one.
People, I want. Hold on, now you gotta let me get it out now. Gotta let me get it out, brother. I love you, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want people to understand, like, it like Colorado football is just like being with a woman, right? You never know what you're gonna get. People that haven't played football, people that coach football, people that just watch football don't understand what you bring to the table. And what I mean by that is they don't understand the coaching aspect, just like some people that play football don't understand the coaching aspect of it. You see different things than a player see. A player see different things than a regular fan see. Just the whole 9 yards. You have been telling Colorado people, the Colorado fans, everything before it actually happened. It's like you are Miss Wilcock, right?
The Oracle.
You had told them, the Oracle. You have told them Deion need to recruit high school players. They tell you now, Deion good. Deion is a Hall of Famer. Deion gonna get the players. Deion can make it work with Porter players. Everything you had literally told them is coming true. Now you hear people saying, well, Deion need to recruit better. Well, no, y'all were saying that no, he could do what he needed to do. with the transfer, the transfer.
He got a gold jacket. Everybody gonna come there to play for him.
Hold on. I'm about to get to that. That was my next one. He got a gold jacket. Warren Sapp got a gold jacket, but they missed the first part of being a head coach, knowing how to coach. You got to know how to coach in order to coach kids. It ain't about gold jackets. It's about getting a good coach. Everybody thought Kevin Beard from Miami. And you even had Luke on the show. Oh, Kevin Beard ain't a good coach. Kevin Beard ain't a good coach. Kevin Beard doing a hell of a coaching job with the receivers. So you got people that see certain things and different things, and they like, Hall of Famer. Look at it like this right here. It's a reason why Michael Jordan wasn't a good GM for Charlotte. Yeah, he's the greatest player ever, but it's a reason why he's not a good GM. He didn't have practice at it. He might look at somebody and be like, hey, okay, well, this player might be good. That's what a lot of Hall of Famers players, that's what a lot of Hall of Famer players do. But they don't have the experience to really look at it and be like, oh, like how you like if you look at it, how you dissect players and stuff like that. A lot of people don't understand how you can sit there and say, like, when you had Duke Johnson or when you had such and such, oh, I knew he was, you know what I'm saying? And they went ahead and went to college and did exactly what you thought they was gonna do. A lot of people, a lot of people don't have the talent when it comes to looking at somebody and be like, yeah, this player gonna be a dog. And a lot of Colorado Buffalo fans don't understand that. They think just because you got a gold jacket, hey, well, he gonna get the players. All players are not good for your team. And that's one part, that's one part that they're missing. I think Deion needs to go ahead and hang it up because, first of all, he really wasn't a good coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, he really wasn't a good coach. The reason why I brought up the thing about the woman earlier, because everything is good when it's brand new. Like, you know how when you meet a woman, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, them first couple days, first couple weeks, you know what I'm saying, it's good. But then once y'all settle down and get to know each other, that's what happened when Deion got the Colorado Buffalo job. It was brand new. Now it's not brand new no more. So you got to sit there and be like, hey, okay, what we about to do now? You can't keep blaming everything on the coaches if you ain't got the players to actually coach. Sometimes players are just who they are and they just players. They're not going to be able to do everything you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Why you laughing, coach? Leave it alone. Man, ain't nobody drinking no wild Irish Rose.
Oh, God, dude, that's funny.
But what said? See, you don't mess me up, coach. You don't mess me up. But like the point is, like, you expect everything in a divorce, right? So a lot of these Colorado fans is already divorcing everything because they expect everything and didn't earn nothing. Deion is not going to take out Deion. I ain't gonna say y'all. Deion is not going to take Colorado anywhere. Deion got too many problems dealing with health, and all this and that type stuff. He needed to say, hey, you know what? I gave it a run. It's not working out. He just signed this new contract. What, this year? Go ahead and just hang it up. And a lot of fans, okay, prime time. It's not been a prime time in college football since 1980, 89, 87? It's not been a prime time. So y'all expecting one to pop up in 2025 where all of these players are soft, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, y'all are delusional, crazy, y'all are all of that stuff. Deion was Deion. It's not no players like it was in the 80s or in the 90s, and y'all think y'all just gonna pop up and have one now. It's not possible. Football have changed. The players have changed. Deion need to first learn how to coach and then put a real staff instead of his buddies or people he know around him. It's the reason why Ray Lewis not a coach. It's the reason why a whole lot of other Hall of Famers are not coaches. And that's all I got, Coach. Like these people need to, these people need to live in reality and not just sit here and do wishful thinking and all this and that type of stuff. And I ain't sitting here, saying nothing about the fans. I'm not saying nothing about Deion or none of that stuff. But you got to understand, Deion is not a real coach. Deion is prime time. Deion is TV. And he's showing you exactly what it's all about. Just because he got the job don't mean he's going to be excellent at the job. And some of these friends need to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got, Coach. Like, we live in a real world, but people can't accept, you know what I'm saying? They can't accept real world things. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I've been saying for the longest, Deion is not a real coach. I love Deion to death. I was, a Deion fan when he was in the NFL, the whole 9 yards. But I know what my eyes see. And my eyes is telling me, okay, Deion, you can't coach. You getting Warren Sapp that only coached middle school. I ain't even gonna say middle school. Who had Warren Sapp coached? It's the reason why Lewis was there before Warren Sapp. Now Lewis can coach. But
he at Miami.
He came to Miami. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He came to Miami. Y'all think just because Warren Sapp is a Hall of Famer, the defensive line gonna play like they was when Lewis was there? Like, come on. Like, come on, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be real. Deion is about to lose the same amount of games this year as Colorado has been winning before Deion got there. And it's gonna happen next year and the next year and the next year. Like you said, he don't recruit. Now people complaining, okay, well, he don't recruit. Well, Coach Hayes told y'all this shit 2 years ago. It was gonna bite him in the tail. But y'all didn't want to listen. Coach Hayes have told y'all everything y'all needed to know. But guess what? Coach Hayes is a hater. Ain't nobody hating on Deion. We want Deion to keep standing 3.5 toes down, get them blood clots worked out so he can be healthy, not stressing over football. We want Deion to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, honest to God, it's not about football no more. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your health.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody hating on Deion. We want Deion to be successful where he can tell people like, hey, I got these blood clots. This how you handled it. This what I was going through and stuff. This what Deion need to be doing. Not coaching football, man. Like, come on.
I love it.
And then it's everybody else's fault. Once a quarterback, a running back, a receiver, or whatever ain't getting in the game. Like, come on. Sometimes y'all gotta understand, man. Sometimes players are not really good as y'all think they are. Because guess what? As soon as they put another one in there, y'all gonna have another excuse. And as soon as they start losing, y'all gonna say, well, they should have kept the other person in there. Like, you can't have it, you know what I'm saying? You can't have it like that.
Who's told?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honest to God, too. Y'all need to just sit back, watch what happens, and, you know what I'm saying, keep your feelings out of it. Because your feelings is messing up everything. Just like with Miami. Like, people would argue me, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, well, did y'all know not Cam Wood, did y'all know Carson Bet was going to be that good? Yeah. Because the majority of the people were saying we were still going 12-0. That's how we know he was good. And then if you actually look at his resume, guess what? The man only lost 3 games his whole entire college career. If he get to Miami and stink it up, then come on. Like come on. But anyways, but yeah, that's all I got, Coach. I appreciate you taking my call, even though I did call in and your AI said, hey, please. But yeah, I appreciate it though.
Good. You sure? You got it all off?
I think it did. Hold on, wait a minute. Hey, and I just want to say something to, about E Brown. I told E Brown we was gonna call in together earlier. Well, I didn't tell him that. He told me let's call in earlier, right? And I told him, I said, hey, the only reason we can do this if you tell him the story about when you was God's best man at his wedding. And he was like, no, I can't do that. I'm like, E Brown, come on. You gotta tell him that story. But yeah, that's all I got, Coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta start that just like me. I love football. If Miami suck, I'm gonna tell you Miami suck. If Miami got problems, I'm gonna tell you Miami problems. If our quarterback suck, that's why, like, when people were sitting there saying, like, oh, Cam Ward didn't play the last half quarter of the bowl game. I'm so glad he didn't. The reason why I'm glad he didn't, because that's how we found out that Emory Williams wasn't about, you know what I'm saying, about to be nothing. So it let the whole world know we need to get a quarterback. It's that simple. I live in reality. Miami fans live in reality. Reality. We know we're not back, but guess what? If we make it to the playoffs and we win a national championship, then we would say we back. Other than that, we all gonna be lined up there at the ACC championship game, regardless if we dare or not. These are true fans and people that ain't jumping on no bandwagon or don't care about who's on the team, and all of that stuff.
That's right.
Everybody say Mario suck, but guess what? All you got to do is give Deion the same amount of time. Give him 5 years. Give him 4 years. That's what everybody else do. Just give him that amount of time. You're not winning no championship in the first year. Like, come on. And then, like, especially like off of a 2 or 3 win season, y'all think y'all about to make noise? No. And then on top of that, you in the Big 12, where ain't no real good teams at. And y'all just won 8 games last year with Shedeur and the Heisman winner? Like, come on. And y'all think y'all supposed to be a championship level this year? Like, come on, man. Like, live in reality and stop listening to all these other podcasters that can't tell a damn donkey from a damn cow. Like, come on. Coach Hayes been keeping it real with y'all this whole entire time. And y'all sitting there, oh, Coach Hayes a hater. Coach Hayes a hater. No, he been telling you the truth because he sitting there looking at it as a coaching perspective. Like, come on, y'all.
Sir, yes, sir.
Quit listening. Like for real. Quit listening to old school, sitting there making bets that ain't paying nobody. Listen to Unc and Chico and them just on the bandwagon. Like, come on, y'all need to stop doing that, or whoever else doing it. Y'all need to listen to somebody that has knowledge and actually coach college football. That's Coach Hayes. And I ain't trying to sit here and butter him up, you know what I'm saying, or none of this and that type stuff, but you need to listen to somebody that knows what they are talking about instead of somebody that just have an opinion on everything. And this the honest God truth.
I appreciate that, man.
But anyways, yeah, ain't got nothing to do with you, Coach. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just being real. Like, they got to get out of denial and start, like, paying attention to what's really going on when it comes to football. Mm-hmm. Guess what, Coach? I got me a gold jacket. Is that going to make me the best coach in the world?
Yep. Oh, well, am I answering this like a cult member or how should I answer that?
No, I don't care how you answer it. But just because I get something don't mean I'm going to be the best at something. Just like I said, like, and it ain't got nothing to do with Colorado. Like I used the reference of Michael Jordan. Just because Michael Jordan was the best basketball player didn't make him going to be the best owner or the best GM of the team making all the decisions. He don't have experience. He didn't have experiences, you know what I'm saying, in that. So while in your right mind would you think Deion coached high school for, you know what I'm saying, his whole son's career? Man, you go to bed. You go to bed. I ain't going to bed. Coach actually opened up the line to let me get on. Everybody else ran it and was talking about nonsense. At least I'm speaking facts.
That's
I'm
right.
speaking the truth. Is how V12 would say it. I'm speaking truth in what everything I'm saying. True sock. True sock. Yeah. But anyways, but yeah, y'all need to relax or whatever and just take y'all losses like a man and women and all of that stuff, man, and just pray that Colorado, if you're a real Colorado fan or just a Deion fan, if you were just a Deion fan, just hopefully, you know what I'm saying, hopeful Deion get better, you know what I'm saying, with his health. But if you're a real Buff fan, just hope they start recruiting and, you know, bringing good players in. Every 5-star is not a 5-star. Every 5-star might be a 5-star in high school, but they're not a 5-star when they get on the team with everybody else a 5-star and 4-star and, you know what I'm saying, good 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what y'all need to understand. The ratings don't mean nothing. That's why that's why Miami is able to go out here and get a 3 or 4-star that they didn't even label a 5-star and be dominant on the team, aka Ruben Bain. Stop looking at them stars, man, and look at how players actually play the game. Teamwork, team play, communication, leader. That's what makes a 5-star. If you actually want, you know what I'm saying, if you actually want to be honest, 3 and 4 stars had the longest careers in the NFL.
What?
5 stars don't usually make it. You don't think so, Coach?
No, I believe you. I was just kind of shocked.
Yeah, like honest to God, 3 and 4 stars had the longest career in the NFL. 5 stars get in there, their first contract, a lot of them done. Yeah, I did the research. And no people that's, you know what I'm saying, no people that's been in the NFL and won plenty of championship with the Patriots, T.O., you know what I'm saying, like, know all of them. They don't know I know them, but yeah, know all of them. But yeah, I was just, you know, trying to give them some insight, man. Y'all, I know y'all butt hurt, you know what I'm saying, and stuff, but like real is real. And Coach Hayes gonna keep it real. And quit talking about he a hater, man. Because if anybody gonna hate it, it's gonna be me, not Coach Hayes. Coach Hayes always gonna keep it real.
That's right. That's right.
And I ain't even gonna hate. But anyway, Coach, yeah, that's all I got. Unless you want me to get some more out.
Sure. I mean, knock yourself out, baby.
Okay, well, cool. But so yeah, Coach. So I was in it ain't gonna be about football.
Ah, man.
So you just want me to get it out?
You sure?
You must be bored.
No.
You must be bored.
No, I'm tired, but if you feel like you gotta go, then go ahead.
No. I respect your tiredness. I'm not even gonna do it if you're tired, brother.
You sure?
Like, cause we could do this.
Well, how about I do this? Can I do this for you?
Time.
Sean said, "Damn it, Coach. Can I do this for you, man? Since you on here, I just saw this. I've been seeing it. I've been seeing this, but I didn't know really what it is, and I'm still kind of experimenting. So let me give y'all some love, man. The top fans of the night. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Can I make this bigger? So the top fans of the night, the top 5 are Skinny 305, the Outside of Sports, Amanda NBS. Anything is everything. That's who's on the phone right now. Is number 4 and LMV. Y'all clap it up. Y'all clap it up for the top 5 of the night.
See, you know what, Coach? I want to say this, and this show you about real fans, you know what I'm saying, of the show and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
The crazy thing is, I actually got off here, watched something else for like an hour, and then got back on here and started messaging again, right? And I'm still number 4. This show you the Colorado fans is not really fans of Coach Hayes football. They just want to get on here and complain the whole 9 yards and stuff like that. Like, I don't even know how many likes we got right now. But I know as soon as the show even start, I'm in here, I'm hitting the like button even if I watch it or not.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, come on, y'all got to do better, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they just show you y'all just want to come on here and people hear y'all voice and voice y'all opinion. Like, we ain't seen the damn Ice get robbed from Texas or something, because we ain't heard from him ever since since you told him to come on the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honest to God, true. Like, y'all on here tripping, man. If you're gonna be a fan of Coach Hayes.
Y'all not being look. Shout out to below saying the caller saying y'all not a good team. Y'all ain't being a good team. Y'all ain't being a good teammate. But y'all want to blame Kaden Salter, huh? If Kaden Salter was on my team, he'll hit the like button. He'll hit the share button. He'll hit the subscribe button. Y'all being some real haters.
Yeah, sitting here, put Juju in. Who the heck? Juju? Juju Watkins?
No, Juju on the beat.
Play with USC.
Juju on the beat.
No,
oh my bad.
No, I know a coach, but I'm just saying, put Juju in. Juju Watkins is the only person I know that's getting buckets, but you want them to put Juju in. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all can't even hit a damn like button and it's free.
Ooh,
come
him.
On.
Talk to him. Anything?
Like, y'all clowns. Because guess what? When he do a Miami show and we in the house, guess what? Everybody hitting that like button.
That thing be lit, boy.
Everybody.
Don't worry about it. I tell you, I'm like Walmart, but if your stuff don't sell off the shelf, then your stuff coming off the shelf. Just that simple. But man,
and I don't even like Coach Hayes. I don't even like Coach Hayes. Cause he got a refrigerator telling when he leave the door open, and I left a freezer open, and I'm sitting there telling him to make the beeping noise his refrigerator was saying, and he didn't even make the beeping noise for me. Like, come on now. I don't even like rich people. Like, I don't like somebody flaunting flashing or whatever they say on me. Well, come on, man. But anyways, I love you, Coach Hayes. I love your show and keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I said I don't like you, but I still don't like you.
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
But yeah, good show. Good show, Coach. Thank you for letting me get it out. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So go ahead and slap me for saying I don't like you, and I'm gonna slap when I see you. How about that? But guess what? We all going to Charlotte in December.
That's right.
Even if we make it or not.
Yeah, I'm right. December 6th, 2025, the year of our Lord. Get your tickets today.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, much love, Coach. Keep doing your thing.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all Colorado fan. Hold on, Coach. I wasn't done. You told me to get it out.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, L&B, I love you. That's all I got, Coach. I just had to tell L&B I love him. No, baby, I wasn't saying. No, I ain't trying to get with L&B. No, baby, I ain't trying to get with L&B. No, she just be helping Coach Hayes. No, I'm just playing, baby. No, Coach, you done got me in trouble.
Hey, we don't have no DVs on the channel, man. So you might be going to hang that thing up because I'm a witness. My name Bennett. I ain't in it, playing. And I ain't seen nothing. My eyes. Matter of fact, who cut the lights off? Somebody cut the lights off.
This dude going.
Who cut the lights
Coach?
off?
No, this. I'm gonna let you go to bed. I was trying to tell you to put me on there with the last guy, so time wouldn't be, because I had a couple questions I was gonna ask him, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't understand how you gonna make a bowl game if you only win in 4 games. I said they were gonna win 3 or 4 games, but I don't know nothing.
Hey,
you know.
anything. I'm finna set it off right now. LMV says, "I love you. Anything is everything."
That's my bad. I'm gonna have to send. Hey, coach, I'm gonna have to send a couple dollars. Don't tell nobody. I'm gonna have to send a couple dollars. But hey, coach, I hope your prediction is still right though. When you saying they going 12-0, cause they ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know how they did you last year and stuff. I hope your prediction is right about them still going 12-0. Maybe they'll understand sooner or later. Understand football. Like I said, it's just like a woman. It's unpredictable. And that's all I got, coach. Love you. Much love. Keep doing your thing. I'm out.
You sure? You got anything else you want to talk about? The weather?
I don't think they know what my couple dollars is. I'm gonna respond to somebody that actually said it.
No, I don't think you should tell. No, I don't think you should tell.
Bipolar.
No,
this dude is bipolar and gonna call me crazy.
They said your name shouldn't be anything's everything. Your name should be forever and ever.
No, they know I'm. My name is Dove City. Anything is everything. Dove City.
Your name should be
Chris Kane. How my own Miami partner Chris Kane for life is gonna talk mess about
that
me.
Was funny though.
Like, come on, Chris. I wouldn't do you like that, Chris Kane.
Your name ain't anything is everything. Your name is forever and ever. That was actually pretty.
Well,
funny.
That's true.
That was pretty funny.
Well, I tell you what, Chris Kane, I didn't tell you not to call in. You should have called in and talked. Matter of fact, call in and put him on the line with me real quick, coach, so we can hash this out.
No,
you need to hash it out, coach.
I got minutes. I got minutes on my phone. I can't. It ain't after 12. After midnight, the minute's free. It's only 11:40, so I'm burning minutes right now.
Okay. Well, why did your AI hang up on me when I tried to call in earlier? Then
that was
minutes, brother.
No. That was LMV. She, she the producer, the secretary, the receptionist, the concierge. She the photocopy. She do photocopies too. She's also an editor.
So, coach.
So that was LMV that actually did that. Mm-hmm.
So, coach, you do know I know LMV voice, right? And that was not LMV. That was a white lady.
No, she got a button.
To be honest with you,
she got a button like this, like you know how I got a button. Like for example, like right now, you might think this is Tyrese, but this is really me. Watch this. You ready? Like seriously. Did you hear me? Okay, here you go. You ready?
Yeah, here
you go. Here you
what
go.
more do you want from me?
Man, that's old school. That's old school. That's old school.
I'm saying that's Tyrese, but she got a button. But anyway,
no, that's old school. But anyway, Cole, that's all I got. Unless you want me to get some more stuff out.
I think I'm good for the night. I think I've eaten too much.
Okay, thank you. I am too.
Yeah,
I am too. I've been trying to get off here forever, but you kept telling me to get it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna say this one last thing, and I'm gonna get off here. Stop being soft, Colorado Buffalo fans, and learn football, and then you can learn how to have a conversation with a real coach, and that's Coach Hayes. And that's all I got.
Vote for Coach Hayes, October 17th, 2025. Make sure you go to the poll and punch Coach Hayes right in the ticket.
Much love, Coach. I'm waiting on you to say I ain't Dub City and all that stuff, but I'm off, Coach. You didn't do it because you don't do it. I'm gonna start talking again, and I don't want to keep them. They already said I've been talking for a long time, and this dude can talk. Well, ain't nobody else called in. Well, guess what? Because you can't. Because you scared to call in.
You
be scared because everything got said.
Yeah,
come on.
You should be a little thirsty.
Right
about now, you should be a little thirsty.
Exactly.
Yeah, you should be a little thirsty.
Go and fish some cane juice, Coach. Get a little cane in the system. And then maybe they'll have the courage to actually say something instead of sitting here listening. But anyway, Coach. All right, love you. Much love. I'll holler at you later. I'll holler at you tomorrow when you do the real show. How about that?
I appreciate it.
All right, much love, brother.
Yes, sir. See you, dog.
All right.
Did he just accuse me of keeping him on the line? Did Dub just say I kept him on the line? That he was trying to go, but I kept him. Well, that's how it is on Tuesdays around here, boy. It's tough out here for a pimp. I'm telling you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, that's the show. Shedeur Sanders is currently named the number 2 quarterback at the Cleveland Browns. They have a game this week coming up against the Pittsburgh Steelers with Dylan Gabriel named as the starter. The following week, the Miami Dolphins will be playing Cleveland. Little bucket, I'm going to need that left eyebrow, my man. All right. Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes are going to have to find a way. They're going to have to find a way to win a ball game. They're going to have to find a way. If they can't find a way, then they're in bad shape. So, with all that, we're up out of here. Go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button like my man Dub City said. Stop being stingy with the free button. When somebody gets slapped. Matter of fact, the damn button. We out of here, man. Peace. Man, I think my ear's bleeding right now. I'm about to go to urgent care, dog. My ears are literally bleeding out the side of my head. There was so much talking going on that my ears are bleeding. That boy say, "Hey, coach, let me call back in. I forgot to talk about Shedeur." In the words of my man from The Wire, shit.